Right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of Wardog Football as the Wardogs travel to Skiatook to take on the Bulldogs in a district game in week 6 of the high school season. I'm Coach Jim Paxson, along with Miami Public Schools Director of Athletics, Coach Chad Davis, and together we're excited to bring you tonight's broadcast of Wardog Football. Coach, it's good to be here tonight in Skiatook. Finally, a cool night for football.
Finally feels like football, doesn't it? For the first time all year long. Like you said, Coach, nice crisp breeze. Obviously here with the stadium set up in Skiatook, if it's windy, you know it. I mean, it travels through this stadium pretty easily. But, yeah, nice and cool night. Homecoming for the Skiatook Bulldogs. This is 2 weeks in a row we've enjoyed somebody else's homecoming, and let's make sure we can try to spoil the second one in a row.
That's what we want. Like I said, week 6 of the high school football season. Wardogs come in tonight 3-2 and 1-1 in the district. Last week, an exciting 19-18 victory over Tulsa McLean, and we're taking on the Bulldogs of Skiatook tonight. Skiatook also 1-1 in the district. They come in at 2-3 on the season. Skiatook opened their season with a couple of losses to Glenpool, 14-21, and to Collinsville, 20-63. They have a win over Tulsa Hale, followed by a loss to number 3 Wagner, 66-0. And then last week, the Skiatook beat Cleveland 28-14. So a big game tonight for the Wardogs as we start to kind of, even though it's just the second week of district play, things are starting to take shape a little bit. And this is definitely a game that the Wardogs need tonight, Coach.
Yeah, big game. This is one of the ones that we've honestly circled early in the year to be a big one. And we're going to pause here just real quick, guys. Joining us live for the national anthem. All right, thank you guys for pausing with us there. But, to finish that thought, Coach Paxson, on this being a big game, this is one of those ones, from last year that we were right back here. We were at Exchange Bank Stadium last year, too. Skiatook led the whole game. We took the lead late and ended up losing with 19 seconds left on a big pass play by the Bulldogs. But this is one that, if everybody was honest, they circled this one as a flip game. This is one of those flip games that if you come out of here with a win, you are setting in really good shape. Like you said, a little bit over halfway left in the season. If you lose this one, now you're starting to call and grind from behind. So big game today for Miami.
Yeah, definitely. So this is one of those that, if you continue to win, and I said this is one of those that you've circled, that you control your own destiny. You don't rely upon other people. This person has to beat this one. Somebody else has to beat this one. You keep things in your hand. Like I said, the Wardogs come in 3-2 on the season, 1-1 in the district. We lost first district game. We lost to number 1 ranked Cushing. Then last week had an exciting 19-18 victory over Tulsa McLean. So I said Wardogs come in and I'm feeling comfortable tonight. I'm not comfortable, confident. This is a game that they feel they can compete in, can feel they be a part of, and this is going to be a good one tonight.
Yeah, a couple of key players that the Wardogs are going to have to really handle well tonight is, they got a great senior quarterback, from last season, Jace White, who's a really good player, can run it, can throw it, makes things happen under pressure. So we're going to have to be really sound in our pass rush lanes because their quarterback's a really good player. And they have a senior tailback, number 4, Sutton last name, who is actually getting recruited pretty heavily from a lot of Division II schools. Carried the ball 34 times last week for close to 200 yards and I believe 3 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken, against Cleveland. So their best players are their seniors, and they rely on them. Yeah. And they've got pretty good size up front. But we also feel like we can win some stuff up front, too. So it's a really interesting matchup tonight, Coach, and it's going to be fun to watch how it unfolds.
I see a little bit of a mirror image on both sides. Both teams want to come in tonight, and they want to run the ball. Coach, this is a game that we might be done by, we're starting at 7:30. We might be done by 9 o'clock if both teams want to come out and run it, and the clock's going to run. So who's ever going to be able to control the line of scrimmage? And the same things that we go over each week, special teams, turnovers, don't give up the big play. Those are going to be the keys to decide, tonight's contest. So.
Last year, Coach, one of the biggest plays of the game, and it happened in the second quarter, early in the third quarter, is their defensive lineman stripped the ball from our ball carrier when we were going to score at about their 20-yard line and ran it all the way back for 80 yards. And we had kind of taken the momentum at that point. Just a massive play, and this game is kind of building up to a play like that may swing it one way or the other.
Definitely so. Some statistics for the Wardogs as we come in tonight. Of course, the leading passer for the Wardogs is quarterback Jinx. He is 26 of 52 for 225 yards. The Wardogs have been pretty content this year to grind it out on the ground, to run the ball, and Jinx has been a big part of that. But when we've had to throw it, he's been very accurate, right at 50% for high school rushing leaders. Jinx also leading the team in rushing, 119 carries, 617 yards. He's averaging 123 yards a game from the quarterback position. And unfortunately tonight, as we visited by a text today, is that Seth Davis, our lead running back, is out tonight and will not be playing. Seth is covering for some injuries, and he will not be suited up tonight. So you can see some different lineups and some different sets for the Wardogs as we come out tonight, and we'll try to share those with you and keep you updated on those. So also you'll see, I'm sure, tonight in the backfield, Hunter Nichols a little bit more. Hunter Nichols coming in on the year, 38 carries, 178 yards, and I'm sure he'll have to take up some of that slack with Davis out of the ball game. Receiving for the Wardogs this year, our leading receiver has been Garrett Walls with 15 receptions for 133 yards. Also with 6 receptions, Eric McKibben, and 4 receptions, Blaze Riley. So Braylon Riley. So like I said, we're not gonna air it out a ton. The Wardogs going to come out. They're going to line up, going to run at you. And the key for Skiatook is, can they stop the Miami run game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Coach, we do not want to get our game is not, throwing it around the yard 30 times. But when we do it, we need to be really effective and efficient with it. So our running game sets up our passing game and our play action passes. So and you hit the nail right on the head because of Seth being out. I'll go ahead and it is a minor deal. We fully anticipate this being the only game that he'll miss. It's a 1 to 2 week recovery. But with Seth being out, you're going to see some different looks in the backfield. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. You may even see a Sam Lillard or a Grant Lawless at quarterback, and you might see Carson Jinks at the running back position. You might see Carson Jinks in the running back position with Hunter Nichols. You could see maybe a Braylon Riley back there. I mean, it'll be really interesting to see how they shift this personnel tonight. So, but yeah, I mean, unfortunate that Seth's out, but at the same time, we have plenty of bodies that we can throw at them, and regardless of who's running the ball, if we don't win the line of scrimmage, we're going to struggle. If we win the line of scrimmage, Carson, Hunter, whoever else can have some big nights tonight against Skiatook.
All right, so the clock is winding down, and we're just about a minute or so before kickoff here tonight in Skiatook. Before this game gets underway, a huge congratulations to our Lady Wardog softball team, who are the 2022 regional champions. They ruled the host team Stigler Lady Panthers 13-3 in 5 innings yesterday with a massive 3-inning third inning where they scored 11 runs, highlighted by a grand slam by sophomore shortstop Sydney Forrester. Junior Brooklyn piled into the game with a walk-off single that scored fellow junior Faith Lemons. And in the bottom of the 5th to give the Lady Wardogs the win and punch their ticket for the state tournament next Thursday in Oklahoma City. So it doesn't get much more exciting than that, Coach.
Coach, I mean, I was there. I was there both days in Stigler. And that regional championship game yesterday was kind of back and forth for the first 3 innings, and we come up in the bottom of the 3rd, and I'm telling you, that poor pitcher from Stigler was throwing gasoline on fire, and we did not score 11 runs because they were making errors or couldn't fit. We were smashing this. I mean, top to bottom in the lineup. The bats got hot, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse for them, and better and better and better for us. And like you said in your notes there, to get the bases loaded, and sophomore Sydney Forrester hits a grand slam to right center. And that you could tell the whole body language of Stigler just kind of dropped, and we were able to run rule them and get out of there. But, wow, huge congratulations to Coach Strack, Coach Iverson, Coach Bell, and then obviously all of our kids. That's a major, major accomplishment. And like you said, it's the first time since 1996-97 that the Lady Wardogs have won a regional championship and have an opportunity to play in the state tournament. They'll play on Thursday, Coach. We won't know what time and what that bracket looks like until probably Sunday or Monday. But huge congratulations to them, and we look forward to them going down there and keep winning.
Yeah, definitely so. We'll get that out on social media and follow Wardog Athletics there, and you'll be able to find out times and locations and all of that stuff. So congratulations. I know almost any sport, I know like basketball I did for years, and then that's your goal start of the year. Can we get to the state tournament? Can we get that Elite
That's
Eight?
right.
And they're there. So both teams are starting to take the field right now. Wardogs tonight in the blue helmets, white shirts, and the black pants. And I like the black pants, Coach Davis. I like those.
Well, they do pop, don't they? Especially that royal blue on the side. So, I mean, we talked about it from the very first time we played the game in Dewey. Like, you're going to see multiple uniform combinations by the Wardogs, and that's a fun thing for the kids. But what we hope is they play really well in whatever uniform they're wearing.
That's right. My favorite is still the all-white.
Sure, I love it.
I'm kind of the old-fashioned guy.
Old traditionalist.
But they look good tonight. So we got it teed up here in Skiatook, and we are getting ready for the kickoff.
What do you think, Coach? Homecoming, Skiatook come out, surprise onside maybe to start the game? Or what do you think?
I think if you're playing us, you're going to kick it deep and make us go the length of the field.
And
we're going to run the ball, and kick goes back, and it is going to be taken by
that's Braylon Riley.
Riley out about the 15, out to about the 20, 25.
Good move.
Still on his feet, out across the 30. That's about 31.
Yeah.
Nice return
there. Good return.
By Riley. The Wardogs will take over first and 10. Their initial possession of the night.
So here we go. This will be our first look of kind of how will we adjust our personnel, again, with normal starting running back Seth Davis being out. And it looks like it's going to be traditional with Hunter Nichols at running back.
Yeah, Hunter in the backfield is going to be with Jinx. I said we'll try to keep you updated as you see it through the night. Going to see a few changes. Wardog's going to come out in the traditional set. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Nichols in the backfield with Jinx. We're going to have a stoppage of play before this one gets underway.
That's never good. Maybe we have a clock malfunction, or do you see a flag?
I do not see a flag, but at my age, they're hard to see sometimes. And it does look like they're trying to mark it off. I think might have a clock issue. I hope that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't see a flag. I don't see a marker.
Yeah.
And anytime they're talking to the head coach and he's trying to wire something upstairs to his people, so I think that's what that is right now, Coach.
Yeah, they're talking to their head coach, and they're all looking up at their press box. So a little bit of stoppage in play before we get underway.
Oh, I think what happened, I think the time was set. Yeah, it was set on 15 minutes.
Okay.
So it should be 11:48 on the clock.
Yeah, they've got it. Yeah, they do have it correct now.
11:48. Yeah, and we'll correct that on our end too because we tie into the clock here. So.
All right. So first down again.
That's what it was. They had a 15-minute. We don't want to play that long.
No. All right. Wardogs come out. Their initial play of the night. Jinx is going to keep it over the right side. He's across 35, out to the 40. Good run, out to almost the 50. Going to go up to about the 46, 47-yard line.
17.
So Wardogs come out and a big play on first down.
Good job there by Carson. We missed the lead block there at the line of scrimmage. Had a great move to get around the defensive end. Great start.
So Wardogs 17 yards on the opening run for Jinx. Wardogs will have first and 10. Ball just on their side of the 50. We'll call it the 48.
Boy, Coach, a lot of guys in the box for Skiatook.
Definitely so. Hand the ball up inside to Nichols. He's going to go up to right about the 50. It's giving him about 2 on the play. And he's going to be right at the midline, right at the 50-yard line. Going to bring up second down and 8 for the Wardogs. Nice stadium, nice facilities here in Skiatook, Oklahoma.
Yeah, they've done a really good job here over the last decade. A lot of bond issues, beautiful activity center. I will say this, the last time I was in Skiatook was about 3 weeks ago, and I watched Lady Wardog softball knock off Skiatook 3-0. So I'd love to leave here with another W tonight.
Definitely so. Wardogs come out. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. A little bit different look for the Wardogs.
Yeah, a little sniffer look.
Little sniffer look. The ball goes with Jinks' hands, and he's going to go all the way back to the 32. It's a little bit of a sniffer. Kind of an extra tight end type of back in the backfield, and I'm not sure if that was a high snap or just went to his hand.
No, I think the snap's high there, and unfortunately for Carson, that goes on his rushing.
Yeah.
So that's a 14-yard loss.
So after the big run, and the Wardogs are now going to be backed up after an errant snap. They're going to be facing 3rd down.
Yeah, and
a bunch.
Coach, those are the things right there that you just can't do in a game where you feel like you're somewhat evenly matched. It's just a backbreaker. You know, you have 2nd and long already, 3rd and long already, and now you got 3rd and forever.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 25, so see if the Wardogs try to put it in the air or if they're going to be content to put the ball on the ground and then punt it. The Wardogs are going to take a timeout right here. So after a promising opening run, things have kind of gone the other way here for the Wardogs. So we're excited to be live and on the brand new Wardog TV, which is now the official home of all live Miami Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. This has been a dream in the works for a few years for Miami schools. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcast and video content to Wardogs around the world. Our student production team tonight, Kiara Richards, Blake Frazier, and Rylan Stewart are working with us tonight. Kiara's in the booth with us, and Blake and Rylan down on the sidelines and manning the camera. So thank you to our students who do all the work. We do the easy stuff. Coach, we just get to sit and talk about football.
Absolutely, and that's always a good day, regardless of what level of football you're talking. And this is definitely the best setup we've had so far on the road.
Definitely so.
Visit our own press box and kind of feel at home here.
All right, 3rd and 25 for the Wardogs after the bad snap on 2nd down. They're going to hand it up to Nichols around the left side. He's going to cross the 40. Out to the 45, still on his feet, fighting forward. Out to about the 46. Coach is going to pick up about 15 on the play, but we need a 25.
Yeah, and boy, you're kind of in a weird spot here with, you've had 2 running plays when you've executed. You've ate up a ton of yardage, but do you feel confident here on 4th and long to pick it up, or do you punt and try to play defense here?
You might come up here and see if you can get them to draw off sides and see if you can get 4th and 10 into 4th and 5. Wardogs right now still has the offensive unit on the field, which a lot of times just they shift into the punt team with that.
Well, and then again, with Seth being out, you don't have your traditional punt.
Yes.
So everything's going to be quick kick.
So it's going to be 4th and officially 11 for the Wardogs. And there's going to quick kick by Jinks. And it's going to land about the 25, roll inside the 25, and take a Wardog roll down to the 21. So that turned out pretty well right there.
Yeah.
We're going to switch field position, and Skiatook will come out for their initial offensive possession of the night.
Yeah, I mean, just obviously we're derailed there by the high snap and the big loss there because, with Jinx's first run, Hunter's good run there. I mean, we feel like we've got some things in the running game, but we just can't go backwards.
Yeah. And, we did that at times last week. We got down inside the 10 and had 1st and goal, then had a bad snap, and then a sack, and all of a sudden, we're kicking an extra point, a field goal, and they intercept it. And things can turn on you. So Skiatook comes out.
We're a little confused at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to cost us some yardage here.
And we're going to have a flag on the play. Coach, we're going to have a hold down about the 21, 22-yard line, I believe. Looks like we're, like I said, a little confused on how to get lined up.
Yeah, and Coach Homer's already at the numbers. That's never good on the first defensive snap when your defensive coordinator is at the numbers trying to fix some things. But I was actually getting ready to make the comment that it'd be interesting to see if they continue to ride the big senior running back we talked about, who's a recruitable athlete, number 4, Colton Sutton. And right out the gate, Coach, they were handing him the rock.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to see if they stay with that. Or if they try to open up the passing game early to maybe set up for the run game.
Yeah. Kind of a double wing look right there.
Yeah.
A tight end and 2 wings or 2 tight ends there and all on one side. So they have a decent game, but it's negated by the penalty. So they're going to back him up. It's going to be 1st and 20 for Skiatook. Hand the ball around. Going to reverse.
Reverse pass. No, he's got a lane there.
They've got a lot of room out front. Oh, good tackle. Oh,
got to finish.
It's hard to say good open field tackle. So pretty good execution on the reverse right there by Skiatook. They needed 20. They're going to get about 15. Let's see where they mark it. And it looked like he had a lot of open field right there, so we were fortunate to
Did you get about 15? Is that what you said?
15,
yeah.
yes. Got 15 on that.
Okay. I think we finally, for the first snap, have our personnel correct. And I'm being serious when I say that. But here we go. We're still moving late. So, again, we're not seeing something, or we have an adjustment that coach is wanting to get into. And I still haven't seen us line up to a play yet, Coach, with confidence.
On second down, they're going to pick up about 2 or 3. It's going to bring up third down and about 1.
And again, we've done this before. Skiatook could be showing us something brand new as far as the set that we haven't seen yet, and we're making a personnel change again.
Still shuffling people in and out. It's one of those things you kind of get through the first kind of possession, and things you'll kind of get used to it. Hand the ball up inside, going to be met by the defensive line, but he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, it's pretty good job by our kids, really, right there. But just needed a yard, and he was able to just get it.
When you come out, both teams, sometimes the first possession of the night, you've looked at their film, you think you kind of know what you can do, and they've looked at your film, and then you start to adjust.
Yeah.
And you see how they're going to line up, you see how they're going to attack this. So a lot of times the key is to get through that initial possession, and then things will kind of settle in. So they do overcome their penalty, going to bring up first down and 10, ball at their own 32. Motion across the formation. And he is going to go up to about the 34-yard line, about 2 on the play.
Yeah, did a pretty good job there stretching that play out, not giving up outside contain. It did look like we had a possibility for maybe a play for a loss there. A little arm tackling early. Again, that's a little bit of nerves, a little bit of, like you said, Coach, getting used to those sets and getting back into the flow of the game.
Skiatook's not running a wing tee, but some of their action is trying to,
especially with that motion.
With the sweep right there, the handoff sweep, and trying to get to the edge. And
we know football guys out there, that motion, all they're doing is trying to change those linebackers' eyes. That's all they're doing with motion.
So let's call it second down and 8 for Skiatook. And we're going to have a stoppage on play here, and Skiatook's going to take a timeout.
All right, so we're burning through timeouts in a hurry.
All right, we're at 7:13 already in the first quarter. And Skiatook's going to be facing second down and 8. Special thanks to our superintendent, Nick Highsmith, assistant superintendent, Kenny Iverson, and the Miami Public Schools Board of Education for the continued support of Wardog Athletics. Shout out to our director of communications, David Frazier, who is the brains and the mastermind and the most valuable player behind the scene of Wardog TV. He comes here and gets everything arranged and everything set up. And like Coach, I know me and you, all we have to do is walk in here pretty much and put on the headsets and start talking. So, we're so excited to be a part of this and bringing this to you. And I've talked to so many people. Hey, we're watching you on Friday nights, and it's so fun to be a part of this.
And I actually ran into a couple people. I was doing some stuff downtown today with some cleaning up some fundraising stuff, and a couple of our big supporters out there. They wanted to talk about the live stream. It's like, how much fun you and Coach Paxton are having a good time up there. I said, absolutely.
We are having a blast.
Yeah. Long here. What did we just lose?
All right, they hand the ball over the right side. I lost some papers out the window. Thank you so much. Wardog roster.
Lost the Wardog roster. We need that.
Yeah, so we do have a window open here, and so the breeze is starting to pick up. And it's a nice, cool night, and I set the paper down, and it went right out the window.
Nice assist there by Miss Keisha Lawson. Thank you, Keisha.
So we're chasing the papers there. The Bulldogs pick up about 1. So it's going to bring up third down and 7.
Need a pass rush here.
We definitely do. Third and 7 for Skiatook. They're going to drop back. He's going to lob it up. He's got a guy wide open. And it is going to ride off his fingertips. He got behind our secondary coach.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure that we don't have a defense where the wide receiver, number 1 receiver, runs free with no coverage.
That was just looks like the wide out round of fade, and he got behind us. And if he drops that in, that's a touchdown for sure. Fourth down for Skiatook. They're going to now, almost like us, kind of shift into the punt formation. We're not going to have somebody deep.
He actually rolled that pretty good. You see how that was end over end to get that little forward roll. So, so first possession's out of the way. Really no damage done either way. Maybe now we can settle into the game here some. But like you said, Coach, it's going to be, if the teams continue to do this, it's heavy run. They do not want to throw it unless they have to. But again, seeing that we busted coverage on the deep ball and the fact that, we've been prone to give up some deep balls in the previous 2 games, don't be surprised to see Skiatook come back to that.
Oh, definitely so. So Wardogs will take over. Ball at their own 19-yard line. 6:13 left in the first quarter. No score here in Skiatook. Both teams have had one possession. Wardogs come out. Hunter Nichols in the backfield with Jinx. Two receivers left, one right.
Do we take a shot? We haven't tried one yet.
Nope.
Yeah, we're going to run it right out.
Hand the ball to Nichols up inside. Big hole.
Got a chance.
Out across the 35 to the 40. Still on his feet. Out to the 43.
Good run.
Coach, that's the second or third time that, we ran at him. We have been, picking up huge chunks of yardage. Coach, that started at the 19, and it's going to go all the way out to the 43-yard line. Those of you who are good at math, you'll be able to figure that yardage out.
That was like 24 yards.
All right, 24.
That was pitcher math, by the way.
All right.
Shout out to the hometown pitcher gorillas back in the day. That was my pitcher mouth.
All right, big run. Big run right there on first down by Nichols. Coach, he's running hard.
Yeah, he really is. Everything looks great so far. I really like what we're doing offensively, especially up front.
Wardogs come out with a trip to the left. It's going to be Jinx in the power of the left side.
Yeah, this is what we wore out McLean.
All right,
with
he's across
week.
the 50, the 45, down to the 40. That's going to be a pickup of about
17.
17. So, Coach, that's our fourth rushing play for over 15 yards.
Yeah, I've got Jinx 2 carries now. His first one for 17, his third one for 17. Nichols has a carry of 15, and Nichols has a carry for 24.
Yeah, we've already had 4 huge plays tonight. So Wardogs quickly moving the ball downfield on the ground. 5:18 left in the first quarter. Clock moving. Wardogs now in Bulldog territory. 1st and 10 at the Skiatook 40-yard line. Wardogs with a little wing or the sniffer look. This is going to be a wrap up inside. That's going to be Jinx, and he's going to go full forward to about he's being about a 5-yard gain down to about the 35.
Coach, that was a little bit different look. You see the little delayed, almost like we're trying to. That was a little different wrinkle by Coach Gardner there.
Yeah.
What do you get, about 4 there?
I got 4. Let's give him 4 down to the 36. Let's bring up 2nd down and 6.
Coach, I know you've already shouted out to Kiara, but for everybody listening, she's doing double duty. So she's keeping the score, the quarter, the time, the down and distance, and doing cameras. So
shout out to Kiara. She's doing a great job. Hand the ball to Nichols around the left side. He's going to fight forward down to almost the 31-yard line.
Yeah, kind of stumbled there around the edge. I'm not sure if just the redirection kind of tripped him up, but good run nonetheless.
So we'll bring up 3rd down. Let's call it a short 2 for the Wardogs. They're putting together the impressive drive right here. Yeah, shout out to Kiara. Coach, we've had a lot of students work with us this year, but she's been the consistent. She's been here every game in the booth with us, and we appreciate her willingness to come on a Friday night and be a part of this.
And even more so, she has to listen to you and I for 2.5 hours.
I know. Life couldn't get much better for her. All right, 2nd down and 2 for the Wardogs. Impressive drive here. Wardogs' 2nd drive of the night. Gonna Jinx over the left side. He's going to have the 1st down. He's going to go out to about the 29-yard line. They're going to move the chains.
That's all it is, Coach. Just move those chains, baby.
It doesn't have to be pretty.
Nope.
To be honest with you, this is a simple game. Line up, or whatever you believe you need to do. Line up and execute. All right, going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Wardogs inside the Skiatook 30. We'll call it the 29. It's been a rapidly moving first quarter, and we talked about that in the pregame. Both teams want to run the ball.
Yep.
And this could be a quick ball game tonight. Wardogs come out with trips to the short side of the field. Nichols in the backfield with Jinx.
Just got enough there by Hunter on the edge, but they did a pretty good job stringing it out.
He's still going to pick up 3 or 4.
Yeah.
See where they mark him out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, defensive end to a place like crash down. Hunter did a pretty good job of just kind of turning him without getting the block.
Just kind of trying to turn him in. I know, offensive line coach, you almost call it a log block.
Log block, that's great, yeah.
You can't kick him out, you log him in.
Yeah, just
get
him out of the play.
Jinx did a good job of running, getting to the outside of him. Let's give him about 3 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Skiatook 26-yard line.
Boy, Coach, they're giving us some passing game to the field side here with Riley and Garrett Walls if we want it.
Yep.
We have a delay here? We certainly do. Yeah, we have a delay game here.
Looking at the man, boy, you can't have that. Can't have delay games. We have clocks on both ends. You've got to be able to see that and get the play called. Those are the type of things that makes it hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just hidden yardage, is what we call it. Usually hidden yardage is found in special teams, but hidden yardage is found in a little bitty 5-yard plays or penalties like that you don't really see in the end of the line box score. But like in this instance, play calling on 2nd and 13 is way different than 2nd and 7.
Yep. 2nd and 13 for the Wardogs. 3:06 left in the first quarter. No score here in Skiatook.
Yeah, good pull. Yep.
Jinx fakes it to Nichols, goes up the middle.
It was the right read.
Across the 30 down to about the 27. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd and 9, you really, coach, got to be thinking probably you have 2 plays to pick up a first down here.
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't have to do something out of your ordinary here.
Yeah, well, and we're looking right at the flags over their video board, and they are whipping. I mean, and they're kind of all over the place. So field goals are going to be testy tonight.
They are, and right now you'd be kicking directly into that wind.
Into that wind that's kind of swirling. So I say we're definitely in 2-down territory here.
All right, 3rd down and 9, and here is a pass. Jinx is going to throw it. He's got McKibben out on the right.
Nice.
He's caught it.
Good execution.
About the 15. He's going to be a first down for the Wardogs.
That's about 11-yard, Coach. 11-yard completion.
It's a nice job right there. Nice throw and catch. And so Wardogs 1 for 1 by the air tonight right there. Nice catch by McKibben. Just a little out route, and Wardogs do pick up a first down. Like I said, Coach, you don't have to throw it a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But when you do throw it, you just want to be, you want to be effective. You want to be, and take care of the business right there. That's what they did.
Well, Coach, and just like we said with the kicking game, throwing the ball down at this end against this wind is not going to be easy. So Carson did a pretty good job. Nice tight spiral there, good execution, and here we go again. New set of downs.
Wardogs about the 16-yard line. End up inside of Nichols.
Yep, good cut.
He's fighting his way forward down to almost the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so really nice cut. Way to get up in there and get what they're giving you.
Good job by the offensive line in creating some gaps up in there.
Yep.
Wardogs are going to pick up, let's call it 5 on the play. Let's call it 2nd down and 5. First quarter almost in the books. 1:48. Clock is moving. Wardogs have 2nd down and 5. Ball at the – I got to find it.
Yeah, it looks
11.
like we're at the 11. Yeah,
at the 11.
Yeah, we got to lean around the press box here to kind of get that vantage point.
Jinx right up the middle.
Yeah, good cut.
And he's going to cut.
Got a chance. Get in there.
He will score. Touchdown.
Attaboy, Carson.
Touchdown Wardogs on an 11-yard run by Carson Jinx. 1:24 the first quarter. Wardogs put the first points on the score.
Boy, Coach, the interior offensive line center guards are really, really moving bodies now. I mean, it's I've noticed Hunter kind of stop and hit that jump cut up inside there, and I just watched Carson do it, and there's a lot of room in there to maneuver. Really nicely done. Great drive.
So great job. 81 yards on the drive for the Wardogs. All of it one play on the ground. Wardogs able to overcome a penalty as well. What a great view we're seeing here from the sideline cameras.
Oh, we faked it and got it.
Oh, he drops it.
Yeah, almost did that too late. It's almost like he was early and we had it. So I apologize. Me and Coach Pax moved to the live stream feed just for a second. We always like to check ourselves.
I didn't see it. Was it a fake or was it a mishandled snap? I'm not sure.
It happened pretty fast, so I'm assuming it was a fake, but it could have been a poor snap, which we struggled with last Friday as well, and we really need to get those out of our system because now you chase that point the rest of the day.
All right, so 1:24 left in the first quarter. Wardogs do score an 11-yard run by Jinx. Extra point is no good, so Wardogs lead this one 6-0. Wardogs will be out to kick off to Skiatook. Coach, I see Alfred Bailey not suited out tonight as well. You hate to see him. He's been outstanding on defense for us tonight. Is Alfred on the sideline in jeans?
Yep, Alfred and Seth both struggling with some minor knee injuries, so we really hope to have both of those guys back next week.
Next week we'll be with you on a Thursday night at home. It is fall break. There is no school in Miami throughout the state of Oklahoma, and most of the state will be playing on Thursday night, so be sure to tune in with us next Thursday night. If you're not able to make it out to Robertson Field, the Wardogs will be hosting the Catoosa Indians in a district game, like I said, next Thursday night. All right, Wardogs are out. Shane Douthert has it teed up, ready to kick off for the Wardogs as we lead it here 6-0. Squib kick down the middle of the field.
Yeah.
It's going to be fielded about the 30-yard line, and he's going to be wrapped up pretty quick.
Yeah, decent return. I mean, I actually was going to say it's a pretty good little kick. I mean, nice roll, and they didn't get real aggressive with it. And you do those to get your kickoff team time to get down there to kind of bury it. But he actually found a little crease and picked up a little more than what I thought. But either way, not terrible field position for us to play some defense against.
A little bit different type of guy we were kicking to tonight as opposed to last week.
Wow, that's the drop in of the night so far. You were dead on there, buddy. That guy was special.
And like I said, last week against Tulsa McLean, their mainly offense of the night was kickoff returns.
Yep.
McLean hands the ball around the right side, and he's going to go from the 31 out to about the 35. Give him about 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for Skiatook.
Got an injury here, Coach.
Injury down, and that is a Wardog.
That is a Wardog. Don't have a number.
Julio Valenzuela is going to go check it out. He's going to give us an update.
Well, what I was going to say is if we can get some penetration up front in between the A gaps, with that shade and those 3 techniques, if we can get some penetration there, Coach, their mesh point is really wide. I mean, what I mean by that is that quarterback's taking that ball, and instead of that handoff being pretty tight to his body, boy, he is really reaching out almost in a full extension to hand that ball off. And if we can get some penetration there, that makes that handoff pretty difficult.
Yeah. All right. Once again, like I said, next week is fall break in Oklahoma, which normally means there's not much action. But the action we do have is scheduled for big time, none bigger than our Lady Wardogs. They'll be in Oklahoma City for the state softball tournament. Lady Wardogs will compete in the OSSAA State Fast Pitch Softball Tournament played at Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. And we'll probably know later this weekend or early next week game times and opponents. So congratulations to the Lady Wardogs as they had advanced to the state tournament.
Sorry, go ahead. You go right ahead. No, finish that thought. That's a big deal.
That's just so exciting for our Lady Wardogs coach. Congratulations to Coach Strack and all her staff and all of the girls. And I said, I got to know how exciting they are.
Oh, I was just going to say that was number 85, Reese Satterwhite, a little banged up, but jogged off on his own power and looked like he had good tempo without a gait. So maybe just kind of got rolled up on there real briefly, and he looks like he's working that out. Doesn't seem to be serious.
Yeah, all right. So let's come bring up 2nd down. Let's call it 6 for the Bulldogs. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Wardogs lead here 6-0. Drop back for a pass over the middle. Okay, good job right there. Wardogs covering it. Tried to hit a little tight end dump. Pretty good coverage there by Wardogs over the middle.
If I remember, sorry, Coach, if I remember right, they hit that dump on us a couple of times last year, so I don't think that's a funny play for them. I think that's something that's in their normal offensive repertoire.
Well, you get those backs crossing and you get those linebackers cheating up, and you just dump it over them to the tight end or right there. Or they come out. Going to hand the ball around the right side.
Well, they like that. They feel like they have something over there against us.
Still on his feet, out across the 50, down to the 47. As Coach said there, Skiatook's found something they're going to hang their hat on for a while. They're running I always kind of call it the buck sweep.
Yeah.
Just a handoff to a guy coming across the motion. He's going to get out, and he just stretches your defense, makes you play from sideline to sideline, and they're starting to find some things they like there as they pick up a big run right there. Now they move into Wardog territory.
That's another senior for them. That's some of their better players. That's number 21, Anderson, with a nice run there.
All right. Skiatook has the 1st and 10 at the Wardog 47. Around the right side again.
Yeah, just kind of wearing. There's something over there that they're really taking advantage of early.
He's going to pick up almost 10, maybe 11 on the play. That's going to take it down to the 36-yard line and a 1st down carry. So Skiatook answering the Wardog drive with an impressive drive of their own.
Yep, same play.
Exact same play again, and he's going to be balled up this time at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, much better. Same play, though, Coach.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 1. And Coach, that's probably going to put it in the books for the first quarter, and that's going to draw that one to a close. So we're going to bring the first quarter to a close here. Wardogs lead this one 6-0, but Skiatook putting together an impressive drive.
Yeah, I mean, football's a game of adjustments. So, again, they've come in early and found something on their right side, the left side of our defense. So now the adjustment comes to us. What do we do to adjust? Are we going to start, shifting an outside backer out there just a little bit? Are we going to turn that, three technique into a 4-eye? Do we, you know what I'm saying? A 5 into a 7. Basically sliding everybody over about half a body to try to overcome whatever they're getting over there, or do we just play it straight up and maybe we're just losing a few battles over there? It could be that simple.
All right, some district games this week from 4A3. Catoosa at Oologah. Of course, the big one in the state tonight, Wagner at Cushing.
Huge game.
A battle of top 3 teams according to most polls, and the winner of that's definitely going to take the kind of take the early claim to maybe possibly the district title. Cleveland was scheduled to play at Tulsa McLean tonight and have chose not to play that game, and so that game has been awarded to McLean as a forfeit.
Yeah, and then early in the Cushing-Wagner game, Cushing is leading 7-0 after the first quarter. Oologah and Catoosa are scoreless, and as you said, McLean gets the 15-0 victory over Cleveland.
Right. Second down and 10, and the ball up inside. Pretty big hole. He's going to cross down to the inside the 30.
Yeah, that's blocked up pretty good up front. I'm not seeing what our linebacker's missing there. It looks like a linebacker should be sitting right there because we took the block up front. We squared it up pretty good. He just kind of bounced it, and there was nothing there for him.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job kicking the end out and had a pretty hole up in the side. Third down and 1 for Skiatook. They have an impressive drive going here. Wardogs lead this one 6-0. Just underway in the second quarter.
That was much better. Again, he might end up because it's such a short gain needed for a first down, but you see how we kind of bottled that up right there.
Yeah,
Coach?
much better
nice.
play.
Yeah.
And they are going to signal first down. So they are going to move the chains. That's going to take that. The ball is roughly about the 26-yard line. So Skiatook on the move. Wardogs leading here 6-0. Wardogs scored on an 11-yard run by Carson Jinks. Skiatook trying to answer. 11:09 left till half. Motion across, and they're going to work that left side. He gets around, and he gets to the corner. He's going to pick up a pretty good yardage.
Well, I feel like I saw a white jersey streak in there to maybe make a play, so I'm not sure if the angle was poor there or what. But
that was Humble coming through, and I thought he was going to have a shot.
Boy, I did too.
Had him in the backfield, just not able to get a hand on him. So pick up of about 8 for Skiatook. It's harder for us to see a little bit how far we're not as high tonight as we've been some nights, so it takes just a little bit to adjust to the yardage from a little bit different point of view.
Coach,
second down and 2.
We need some big plays to stack up here for us.
He's going to get to the corner.
Yeah, he's going to go.
And he is going to score.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be a touchdown run for the Bulldogs.
So what I'm seeing early, Coach, is they want to get to the edge.
Yes.
They do not want to run it up front. Or, excuse me, they don't want to run it in between the tackles. They're an edge rushing team, and that's pretty evident pretty early. So I'd like to see how we adjust to this. So, obviously, the edge shouldn't be that easy. We've got to be able to set that and get that turned up upfield a lot quicker. So.
And I know one of those places is, I know that's where Alfred
Bailey.
Bailey usually plays at defensive end. All right, so Skiatook ties it up 6-0. They are now on for their extra point. Try to take the lead over the Wardogs. There's the hold, the snap. It is up, and it is good. So Skiatook takes a 7-6 lead, 10:48 of the second quarter. So like I said, Coach, they're getting the edge. Wardogs going to have to make some adjustments to get that slowing them down.
Yeah, like I said, it just doesn't look like they want to try to run it in between the tackles. I feel like we're allowing them to do what they want to do. So I'm seeing Coach Homer talk to play side corner right now. I saw Coach Billings grab an outside linebacker. So there's some things there that they were able to do on that drive that obviously is not what we want to see continue.
No, all right. So Skiatook leads 7-6. We said 10:48 left till halftime. So good answer there by the Skiatook Bulldogs as they answer the Wardog touchdown with a lengthy drive of their own. Riley back deep for the Wardogs, standing on about the 15.
Appreciate the high school cheer team being here tonight. Also, the Wardog band. We miss you guys. Good to see you on the sideline supporting
and
our players.
And a high onside kick is taken out at about the 40-41-yard line. So Wardog's going to come out with pretty good field position.
Yeah, great field position here.
That was Carter, number 12.
I think that's Kyler
Walker. Kyler Walker on the return.
Yeah, good job there by Kyler. Good clean catch. Got upfield immediately and good field position.
Yeah, anytime you have kind of those short, deep onside kicks, is get it and get north.
Field it. Yeah.
Get it and get north as quick as you can.
Yeah,
There's not going to be time to set up a blocking wall or anything yet.
Getting lateral is not going to help you there, Coach. You're dead on.
All right, so Wardog's going to take over. First and 10, ball at their own 40-yard line. Wardogs trail here by 1 after a missed extra point. And ball up inside to Nichols. He's working around the left side. Across the 40, out to the 50. Still on his feet to the 50, to the 40, 35. Oh, and he's pulled down hard at the 32.
Nice
Huge
job.
pickup right there.
Nice job by left tackle Josiah Barley. Nice job by 88 Eric McKibben, really blocking well down front.
That goes from the 40 all the way down to the 32. 37? 27?
27.
All right, another big run for the Wardogs. They've had several big runs, over 15, 20 yards apiece. So Wardogs come out, trips to the short side of the field. Nichols in the backfield with Jinx. Quarterback power up inside. Jinx being patient. He gets to the edge. He's going to go inside the 30. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. So good patient running there by Jinx. He's going to pick up about 6, 7.
Yeah, and that's into the boundary too.
Yeah, that's
a nice gain.
And I said a little bit different look right there because the Wardogs are setting their trips to the short side of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, well, sorry, I say boundary. I mean, that's just
boundary.
Football vernacular. I'm not trying to be that guy, but yeah, that's exactly. The boundary is the short side of the field, and typically you operate away from that because there's not a lot of room to maneuver, but the Wardogs are taking advantage of it there with the numbers.
All right, 2nd down and 5. Hand up inside to Nichols. He's going to get it inside the 25 down to about the 24. He's going to pick up 2 or 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 for the Wardogs. So Wardogs once again moving the ball quickly down the field. An impressive ground game tonight. Both teams have been able to run the ball pretty much at will so far.
Yeah.
After both of their first drives stalled out, both teams have put together, touchdown drives mainly on the ground. Very few passes thrown tonight so far. Hand off to Jinx up inside.
Nice.
To the 20. He's going to fight down to about the 15, 16-yard line. Yeah. So 1st down for the Wardogs. Wardogs aren't doing anything fancy. If we were playing on grass, we'd say 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Yeah. Those 3 yard runs are turning into big runs.
Yeah, when I said nice there, what I meant by that is when I saw the lead running back, when he gets to run through the hole untouched, that means everybody else is taken care of. That means he can get to the next level to try to pick up a guy. So that was really well blocked up front.
All right, outstanding job by the offensive line tonight. Bring up 1st down and 10 for the Wardogs inside the red zone. We'll call it the Skiatook 16. That's going to go to Nichols. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Is he going to be brought down? Maybe for a yard loss. Let's call it for no gain. Skiatook get a good job bottling up that run right there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Wardogs. 9:13 left till half. Wardogs trailing by 1, 7-6. Wardogs driving. Ball is at the Skiatook 16-yard line. Wardogs facing 2nd down and 10. Coach, you almost feel like you need to get 6 every time. Right now.
And because the way the teams are both controlling the ball and that clock just keeps ticking away, your possessions are going to be limited.
All right, going to hand the ball around the right side. That's Jinx, and he's going to.
Nice
sidestep.
Nice.
He's going to get inside and get down to about the 6 or 7-yard line.
Well, there's a lot of really good things there on that run.
Coach, that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 for the Wardogs. So nice run. A little bit of an option look there by Jinx.
Yeah, just really nice job by Carson. Like you said, the little sidestep, getting himself skinny in the hole. Some really nice stuff there. Just nothing fancy here. Just get downhill. Probably going to see quarterback power left side to move the chains.
All right, 3rd down and 1. Ball inside the 10. Exactly, quarterback power. He's close.
I think he's in.
Touchdown, Wardogs. Carson. The Wardogs answer with a 7-yard run by Carson Jinx. The Wardogs go back up 12-7.
Yeah, Coach, that drive was we did it at our own will right there. I mean, we really worked them over up front. I mean, we had the one carry by Hunter that they might have bottled up, and everything else, Coach, it was chunk yardage. That is a great, great sign as we move forward in this ball game.
Coach, we're going to leave the offense on the field right now. The Wardogs are going to go for 2 and try to get that 1 point back that we lost. So Wardogs going for 2. They lead 12-7. 8:07 left till halftime. Wardogs going for 2. They're going to roll to the right. Jinx up inside. He's going to walk in.
Nice.
2-point conversion is good for Miami, and they go up 14-7 over Skiatook.
So, Coach, this is a debate of all debate. One of some of my favorite times at NEO with those offensive coordinators was I'd always debate going for one versus going for two. I'm always, and there's no right or wrong. I mean, when you go for two and you get it, you're brilliant. You go for two and you don't, you gripe about everybody. So we understand that. It's what coaching is. But I personally you only go for two if you have to. That's just my mentality. So if I'm the coach there, I'm going to kick it, but now that looks like a terrible decision because we're able to go in and get the 2-point conversion.
And
so,
like you said,
what do you think? I mean, do you have a heavy opinion?
Probably right there. I'm going for two, and one of the biggest reasons is this week and last week, the last 3 or 4 times we've tried to kick it, we've been unsuccessful.
Well, and
we've either had bad snaps or mishandled snaps, and so
that's a great point.
I don't have a lot of confidence right now, maybe in the execution of the kick.
That's a great point, and that obviously has to be part of the thought process when you're down there. But at the same time, you have to be able to execute that at some point. So the only way you can execute it is by running it.
That's right. That's right. So,
but anyway, water underneath the bridge. It's just a fun conversation.
It sure is.
I mean, I'll talk about it tomorrow during college football. I'll talk about it in the NFL. Why are you going for two right here? You don't need it. And then it seems like you get in the fourth quarter and you're still chasing that one point that you went for it and didn't get it.
All right. Now on the kick for the Wardog. He's going to kick it down the middle on a squib kick once again. And he's going to be bottled up about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's exactly what the execution we want.
That's right.
That's exactly what we want.
And, Coach, I hope we get to argue this point maybe 4 or 5 more times tonight.
Correct.
And let's to see it and decide if the Wardogs need to go for 1 or 2 because that means we're continuing to score touchdowns.
Well, and I also want to say, so do we want to go up 24 here or do we want to go up 26?
That's right.
That's when that conversation gets really fun.
All right, so Wardogs up now 14-7, 8 minutes left till halftime.
Coach, this is a good time to get a turnover, right? We still need one of them tonight.
Definitely so. All right, 1st and 10 for Skiatook. Ball at the Wardog 27. Reverse look right there.
Good job by Xander Clark there. Really
Wardogs
good job.
played that well.
Yep. We got to finish now.
Still on his feet.
Yeah. Then the first person I noticed is number 50, Xander Clark, because he number one, he stayed at home. Number 2, he saw it, and the penetration made that jet sweep guy, or buck sweep as you like to call it, really bounce it even wider. Now, with that first guy doing his job, we just need the cavalry to come and finish that play.
Yeah, that's a victory for the Wardogs right there because that's a reverse. You're looking for a big play, and they're going to get 1. Let's give them 2. So we bring up 2nd down and 8 for Skiatook. Wardogs leading here 14-7. Skiatook the ball 2nd and 8. They're going to round the left side, and he's going to be bottled up. He tried to get up his side.
You see what I'm saying? You see where he first wanted to go? Coach, his eyes and body language is trying to pull him wide.
Yes.
We eat it up. He cuts back in, and then look what happens.
That's right. So let's give him 1 or 2 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd. I'm going to call it 3rd and 7, Coach Davis. So big play right here for the Wardog defense.
Agree. Yeah, because it's we still got a little bit of time here left, obviously, in the second quarter, but my head's already going to Skiatook gets the ball in the second half, and I'm already thinking that 2 for 1. So if we can get a stop here and then go control the clock and go get us a nice scoring drive again, we really want them behind the 8 ball without putting points on the board.
All right, 3rd and 7 for Skiatook.
Not afraid to throw it on 3rd and 7. They may try to take a shot here.
And they are going to drop back and throw it over. No, picked off. Nice play right there.
That's number 16, David Homer. Just a great break on the ball. Good read. I know he's sick because he wanted a pick and then probably even some 6, but either way, David, that's a great play to keep them on 4th and long.
That's right, Coach. If he picks that one off, it is 6 right there. He's going to pay dirt. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 7 right now. The Wardogs need to make sure we're not jumping off sides or doing anything silly.
Got to watch the ball here.
Because I'm sure Skiatook's going to punt it with the ball inside their own 20-yard line. A little bit of high snap.
Good job by
Reese
Satterwhite there.
All right, and the ball's going to go inside the 40 and going to go take a Wardog bounce straight sideways.
Yeah, just a good field position here. That's a good job, 3 and out. Again, just a great play by David Homer. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good play by David Homer. Great would have been a pick 6, but if we want to be overcritical, but David, it's a great play, great jump. You could tell that David studied film. That's on the scouting report that they like to throw that. And my question is, did his dad coach that up, or did Grandpa coach that up? Because Grandpa's right below us. The legendary Bob Homer down here watching his grandson. So always good to see Coach Homer in the stands.
I'm sure Coach Homer was smiling as Wardog's taking that ball and running it right down the field.
Right, yeah. And we need to do that right here with 6:52 and a couple of timeouts. Let's see if we can put together another nice drive here.
All right, Wardog's going to take a shot out to Walls.
Yeah, this has been there. Remember, I called it. Look at this great block out here.
That is a great block, and there is no flags.
Braylon Riley.
That's a great job. I was watching the official because he went out and he buried their corner
there. That was just a great job by Braylon Riley. Good throw, good catch. Garrett Walls after the run. Really, really nice play.
So many times you see that, and you see that flag come out for holding. So as I watch Walls run by, I'm actually kind of watching the official. And this has been a really clean played ball game so far. So another big pickup out there for Wardogs by the pass. So going to bring up 1st and 10. Wardogs now in Skiatook territory
Coach,
at the 42.
5-man box. We got to run the football here.
Up inside. And Nichols, he hit the gap.
Yep. There she goes.
He's going to go across the 35 down to the 33.
Yeah, Coach, you put 5 in the box against my 5. I'm taking my 5 all day long.
Definitely so. Coach Steele does a great job with those offensive linemen.
Yep.
And they're starting to impose their will a little bit on the Skiatook defensive line. 6:26, the ball clock is moving. 6:26 till halftime. Wardogs leading 14-7, and they are on the drive once again.
Yeah, two great plays to start the drive. We just need to continue to put pressure on them. Just big guys up front, done a fantastic job so far. Let's just continue to bury them up front.
All right, 2nd down and 2. It's going to be Jinx up inside on a little counter look. He's from 30 to 25.
Reese
down to the 20,
Satterwhite.
15, down to the 10, still on his feet.
Coach
down
Reese,
to the 8.
Reese Satterwhite's the counter block there, or the puller, excuse me. Just buries his guy. That was the guy, if we could go back on instant replay, Carson's got his hand on Reese's back, and he just buries the play side backer, and that's able to allow Carson to pop a big one.
All right, Wardogs going to have 1st and goal, ball at roughly the Skiatook 8. Wardogs picking up huge chunks of yardage throughout this night. All right, 1st and goal for the Wardogs. Ball at the 8 of Skiatook. That's up at the Nichols. He's around the left side, cutting back to the 5.
Good.
Touchdown,
Yeah.
Wardogs. 8-yard run by Hunter Nichols.
I'm going to call out again, Xander Clark, number 50, was the lead block there. Good patience there by Hunter Nichols. And then once he seen where Xander was going to pull his guy or turn his guy, he then made that jump cut and shoved it up in there. Just a great job of execution on that drive.
All right, so that makes it 20-7. Coach, looks like the Wardogs going to leave their offensive unit on the field yet again.
So this is obviously now we've got our answer. We're not confident in the execution
That's
of
correct.
it, and I think it's the snap and the hold.
Yes, and I went back and watched a little bit of it on film, and a couple that I thought maybe was a bad snap last week wasn't as bad a snap as I thought watching it live.
Yeah.
So Wardogs will go for 2 again.
And the other thing about this, Coach, my apologies to interrupt you there, but if you get up, you hit this 2-point right here, now they have to chase points the rest of the game.
And that's Nichols up inside.
Just, easy money.
Coach, he's a yard deep before he's even touched. So
Coach,
Wardogs go up 22-7.
Great job by Kim Chura there. Great job. That looks like that's number 79. That's Carter Dixon. Just imposing their will up front. And that 2-point conversion now changes the mindset of the Skiatook Bulldogs sideline. Now they're chasing those 2 points the rest of the day.
All right. Wardogs put together an impressive drive. Started off with a little swing pass, little spot pass to Walls. And he picked up huge yardage. Another big run by Nichols and by Jinx. And all of a sudden we're dancing in the end zone again. So 5:24 left till halftime. Wardogs up 22-7. Wardogs will be kicking off. They've been squib kicking it this week. Wardogs were burned a few times last week by big returns by Tulsa McLean, and I just don't want to fight that battle again right now. So just keeping a squib kick there. Shane Douthit out for the kick.
Well, and it's a great point. So that's the part that we can't get lax here either.
That's right.
So we need to continue to execute on this unit right here on kickoff, which honestly, Coach, other than last week, this one has been the better units that we've had as this kickoff coverage team. And then we need to come out defensively and continue to win up front. And why not go get the ball back, another 3 and out, and then really put pressure on them as we go into the half here.
Definitely so. And there's a squib kick by Douthit right down the middle. It's going to be picking up at about the 20.
Good job there by 28.
Wardogs going to do a pretty good job of balling up. He's going to cross the 30 to about the 32, 33-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, we're going to take that.
You bet every time.
When you're kicking the swib kick at that depth, right here is where we want him to be, inside the 35. So it's a pretty good job there.
All right, 5:16 left till halftime. Wardog defense back out on the field, leading now 22-7.
Coach, wouldn't surprise me to see a couple of shots here.
I was thinking the same thing.
That we've kind of got them on the ropes. They're over there thinking, oh, geez, can we stop them? So here comes trick play. Here comes a couple of deep shots. We just got to be careful here. And with this bunch formation right here, I bet they throw it out of this.
He's going to work around the left side, right side. And he's going to get to it. He's going to get about 5 or 6. So Wardogs, he did do a decent gain. But Wardog did a better job right there stringing it out.
Yeah, not bad.
And like I said,
Coach, he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He is being recruited for a reason. I mean, so you're just not just going to bottle that guy up all night long. He's going to get some positive gains.
Let's give him 5. As I said, they ran to the bunch set. Skiatook comes out once again, bunch set to their right. That's 3 receivers tight.
Yeah, when I see this as an old DB coach, I'm thinking I'm watching, guys shooting out of there running fade routes and corners and stuff like that.
Crossing and getting lost. They're going to reverse.
Reverse. Good job there.
Wardog's right there.
We just got to execute.
Reverse right there, and he's going to go out to about the 45, 46. First down for Skiatook. Wardog had a couple opportunities to bring him down right there. He just couldn't make a tackle.
Yeah, we are in pretty good shape. Now, again, that's a good player. We've talked about 21 Anderson quite a bit already. Good player, seniors, played a ton of football. So he's going to make some people miss. But, boy, we're not real far off, like you said, Coach, of that being a big play for us.
All right, 5 minutes left till halftime. Wardog's up 22-7. Skiatook starting to put together a good drive. Ball is at their own 46-yard line. He drops back to pass.
There's the fade.
He's going to throw it deep. Wardogs are there.
Good coverage.
Good job right there by the Wardogs.
Good job, Garrett Walls.
He stayed right with him and knocked the pass away. So stop clock stops at 4:52. Left till halftime. We'll bring up second down and 10 for Skiatook.
Skiatook. I will say this. I have a great friend who went to school here, and I asked him one day, we went to college together. I'm like, how do you say it? He says Skiatook.
I always said Skiatook.
I do too. Took. I took it.
All right. He's going to run back again.
Good.
Oh, he's going to hit the backfield.
Good job.
He's going to be sacked back at about 41. It's about a 5 or 6 yard gain.
Yeah.
Loss. 5 or 6 yard loss.
Chris Kelly just came from the backside and absolutely ate that play alive.
All right. The Wardog defense getting fired up right there. So we can bring up third down and 16 for
Coach,
the
I'm
Bulldogs.
not sure if that's almost like –
is that still a running play for them?
Yeah, that just looked like one of them where somebody didn't go the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, or it's just – I know Chris did a great job coming backside. It was a good stunt call there by Coach Homer. But either way, we got them third and long, and this is where we want them to operate.
All right. Third down and 16 for the Bulldogs. Ball is at their own 40-yard line. 4 minutes left till half.
Reverse pass.
Going to be a pass.
Reverse pass.
Wardogs are not – they're turning around.
Oh, it's offensive pass interference. Coach, he totally pushed off. That's got to be offensive pass interference.
We're going to see how they call it.
Coach, it has to be offensive pass interference.
Pass was way underthrown.
Wow. I mean, it was a – Coach, if this is against us, it's a poor call. I'll call it like I see it.
Coach Skiatook looks like to me they're turning to walking the other way.
Well, they got an injury back here too, and we don't want to ignore that. But, I mean, Coach, this has to be an offensive pass interference call.
And the Wardogs read it. It was a reverse pass, and it was way underthrown. And he literally pushed our defender off and turned around and went back to the ball.
I don't know, Coach. It doesn't – okay, they're asking Coach Gardner.
Yes.
So we're obviously going to take the penalty because if we don't, it's a first down for them.
Either they're asking
him
they're
pointing to us.
Boy, that's a bad call right there.
Yeah, that's really poor. I mean, again, we've said it a million times. We don't want to be officials, or we would be. But, Coach, this is poor. This is poor.
Miami fans not happy with that call. That was a pass that was way underthrown. We were behind him. We read it. We were behind him. And he literally, to us, looked like he pushed off and turned around and came back to the ball. So, all right, either way, you still got to play. Wardogs now backed up a little bit. Skiatook's going to take over. Coach, it's not down here. Coach, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, I think they took the play. They said he caught it.
Oh, he caught the ball. Okay.
Caught the ball.
My mistake. That's right. He come back and got it.
That part of it they got right.
All right, so big play for the Bulldogs.
Good.
Working around the left side.
Right there. Good.
All right, good job. And he's going to go from the 32 to about the 31. Wardog fans not happy with that call.
Yeah, and it's really frustrating because your corner really played it well. Really played it well.
Coach Paxton not happy with that call either. But
we're not going to live on it. You just got to turn around and play.
Got to play.
It's one of those plays that, you kind of circle, though, because if this comes down to a one-possession game late, we'll remember that play because that was 3rd and 16.
Yep.
If that call goes against them, it's now going to be 3rd and 30, and we're probably getting the ball back.
All right, second down and 10, so no gain on the previous play. 3 minutes till halftime. He's going to drop back, throw it out, and it's going to be caught by number 19. He's going to take the ball inside the 20 down to about the 16. So another first down for Skiatook Bulldogs.
Yeah, and here we go, Coach. 3 minutes left. This is that 2-for-1 that I'm always a little nervous about as a defensive guy, because they eat up another minute or half here and they score. They're going to turn around and get the ball second half and not going to leave us very much time.
All right. 2:57. Clock is moving. Skiatook has the ball, first down and 10 at the Wardog 16, 17-yard line. And all around the right side, Wardog defense.
Good.
Oh, good job right there.
Yeah, really nice job.
Nice job. That is number 7.
Reese Satterwhite pretty much makes the play, but Carson Jinks is who makes that tackle. Yeah.
Carson Jinks right there coming up from the secondary position.
Yeah, really nice job by 85 and 7 there.
Actually about a 2-yard loss there. So 2:26, 2:25, clock is running. Going to bring up second down and 12 for Skiatook.
Well, and the Bulldogs are obviously in 4-down territory here.
Yes.
Their goal here is to score, but they're trying not to leave any time left if something happens and we turn them over or get them to 4th down.
All right, they're going to throw it a little slant inside. It's low, and it is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12, and Wardogs have had a little trouble at times with 3rd and long getting off the field. So even though this is definitely going to be 4-down territory for Skiatook here.
Coach, I think they keep the ball on the ground here. I really anticipate Skiatook will run the football here. I think they give it to, their big senior running back, number 4, Sutton, and try to pick up maybe 7 or 8 to make this 4th and manageable. With 2 timeouts, they can afford to run the ball and then call timeout for a 4th down play.
All right. And around the left side.
Oh, no. There's a gap there. That's not good.
Big yardage down inside the 10. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1.
Got to watch the ball here.
Yes, 1:46 left till half. Clock is moving.
Yeah, got to watch the ball here, and I would watch what you like to call the buck sweep.
Yep.
I call it the jet sweep. I think that's been their best play so far. They are going to call a timeout.
They're going to call that 1:31 left till halftime.
Yeah, but there's just so many things in play here for the offense. They've shown the tight end dump. They've shown that they feel like they can get past us on the edge, although we've done a better job of that the last couple of drives. But, their MO is running it with Big Sutton, number 4, and Anderson around the edge, 21. I feel like their best play, especially in the first quarter, was that jet sweep to Anderson, 21. So, either way, I anticipate them try to get to the edge. What do you think, Coach?
I think so. It's going to bring it 4th down and 1. Ball is sitting about the 9. At the 8, they got to get to about the 7. So we're just not up as high, so it's hard to see exactly where those yard markers. Either way, 4th down and short here for Skiatook. 1:31 left till halftime. Wardogs leading this one 22-7. It's been a well-played game really on both sides tonight so far. All right. Skiatook comes out of their timeout. They'll have 1 remaining.
Got to watch the ball here. Penetration. Got to penetrate. There it was. There's the hard count. Yeah, I think you're going to get – the quarterback's alignment's going to tell you where this ball's going to go. If he lines up in front of 4, it's going to be 4 downhill. If he lines up behind 4, you might see quarterback power, and there's another timeout.
Yeah, so Coach, they're going to take another timeout right here.
So they're out. That's their 3rd and final 1. Miami still has 2 left.
1:31 left till half. Wardogs up 22-7. Skiatook, though, knocking on the door, but facing a 4th and 1.
Coach, that timeout right there is big, so obviously we want to stop. That's the best, obviously the best case scenario. But if they are able to convert, they're out of timeout.
Yeah.
So as soon as those chains set, that clock's going to run. So they're going to have to end up going to a tempo. Again, you're always thinking a couple plays ahead as a coaching staff. So if they convert the first down, I'm thinking they're going to come back and maybe try to throw a quick pass. You know what I'm saying?
Have to because the clock's going to be moving.
Because the clock's going to be moving, so they're thinking if it's incomplete, it's okay. We still got 3 more downs, and obviously if they complete it, it's a short pass probably for a touchdown. So, but you got to go through the alphabet in order, right? You got to step A is get a first down, and our job's to prevent the first down. But if they do get it here, anticipate a tempo offense.
All right, here we go. 4th and 1 for Skiatook.
Yeah, just number 4
left side. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to fight through. He's going to break free.
Just as strong. He's going to score.
And Wardogs had their hand on him in the backfield, and he was able to break through. And that's an 8-yard touchdown run for Skiatook. So they cut into the Wardogs lead with 1:23 left till halftime. Skiatook's going to send out the extra point team. They line up in kind of what we call the swinging gate a little bit. They'll take their line and move it to one side, have a receiver over here. If you don't adjust exactly right, they have a couple of options out of that.
And here we go. This is now you go to Skiatook has the exact same thought process that we do now. Do I go ahead and chase that 2 points now, or do I kick it, stay within one possession?
And they brought 3 or 4 guys on, 3 or 4 off, and now they're going to kick it.
Yeah, this is what their traditional extra point is. This is a big kick right here, Coach, for both sides.
There's the snap to hold the kick.
He got it. Barely in. Yeah.
That's going to make it 22-14. 1:23 left till half. Wardogs will be getting the ball back. Wardogs will have 2 timeouts remaining.
But, yeah, going back to the touchdown run, you called it. You got excited, and I was too. I was like, oh, my gosh, our penetration's great, but we just didn't finish the play there. Again, he's not a guy that you're going to arm tackle.
No.
You got to fit up on him. He's a big, good-looking running back now that runs with a lot of power. Ran all over Cleveland last week for almost 200 yards. So we've got to be able to wrap him up. Maybe we got so caught up in, trying to not let him get a yard, we forgot that after the yard, you got to finish the play there. So, it's a really good answer by Skiatook. Again, I'll say it one more time. They benefited greatly by a pretty poor non-pass interference call on the offense. So. Very, very poor.
Yeah.
But it really is what it is. We got a one-possession game.
Kept their drive alive, so Wardogs now will take over. They onside had done kind of a deep onside the last few times, and so Wardogs will be ready for that.
Yeah, well, 123 with 2 timeouts. If we're able to execute the catch first and then be able to get upfield, get it to that 40-yard line, we can go into attack mode with our offense.
They're going to be kicking it to their sidelines, looks like. There's the kick. High onside. That's going to be caught by Kyler Walker again.
Yeah, that's just a good, solid job by Kyler.
And he's going to go out of bounds about the 39-yard line. Yeah, so Wardogs have decent field position.
And as we've been able to pick up some big chunk plays, especially on that last drive, again, we have 2 timeouts. I believe still have 2 timeouts. With 1:19 left on the clock, those 2 timeouts – really gives you another about 30 seconds to 35 seconds typically. So we're in our 2-minute offense right here with the full arsenal.
Yep. So Wardogs will take over. Let's call it the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Wardogs. Wardogs leading 22-14, 1:19 till half. Wardogs come out. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Nichols in the backfield with Jinx. They're going to hand up inside to Nichols. On his feet across the 50, up to the 50. He's going to be close to a first down.
Just a hair short, it looks like, Coach. Half a yard maybe. Right. Good run, though.
Clock moving. 2nd down and 1. Wardogs quickly getting to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think you get the first down here, let that clock stop, reset your offense, and maybe take a shot after you pick up the first down.
Wardogs taking quite a bit of time to get lined up.
Good
Nichols
bounce.
around the left side. He's going to pick up the first down.
Good block. Get out of bounds. Very good run there, Hunter Nichols.
Yeah.
Really nice run.
Wardogs got fortunate. We had a block in the back right here in front of us. It was not called.
Well, they owe us a couple.
Yeah, they owe us one right there. So Nichols goes around the left side. He definitely picks up the first down, and all of a sudden the Wardogs are in Bulldog territory at the 40. 46 seconds left till halftime. Wardogs still with 2 timeouts remaining.
Coach, I'm telling you, I like taking a shot right here. The clock has stopped. You're in an area in the field where you can afford it. I wonder if we can get one of these wide receivers free maybe in the secondary. The safeties are playing up pretty tight trying to help in the run game.
All right, Jinx going to run on the counter. He's going to be brought down. He probably should have stayed up inside.
Here comes the timeout. Yep, good timeout, quick one there.
It's part of the time that Jinx probably should have just stayed inside a little bit.
Coach, should be 40 seconds on the clock. They gave him another 3. But, they got somebody for Skiatook was able to penetrate there and kind of fouled up quarterback run game there.
Still got 4 on the play, but Wardogs having to use a timeout. It's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 7. 37 seconds left till halftime. Wardogs up 22-14. Said Skiatook will get the ball as we start the second half. So Wardogs like to put some kind of points here on the board. Make this a 2-score game as we go to the halfway point. Nice cool evening here tonight in Skiatook, Oklahoma. 2nd district game, 3rd district game. Both teams come in 1-1 in the district play. Wardogs 3-2 on the season. Wardogs have 1 timeout remaining. You look at those flags at the end of the field, Coach. Well, they are whipping.
They're just whipping. Yeah, the wind on the field
is
level
kind of swirling.
And the wind on the field, Coach, is doing something different than it is up by the goalpost. So,
all right, here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Wardogs. Jinx takes the ball. He drops back. He's going to scramble. He's going to scramble.
Okay.
He's got some green. He's going to get out of bounds.
That's okay.
Try to kind of run a little hitch and go right there to McKibben, and they did not buy it on it.
They did a good job there.
So good job by Jinx taking what he could and then get out of bounds. That stops the clock with 29 seconds left.
Gets about 3, I guess, there.
Let's call it 3rd and 4. Yeah, you look at the flags on the end of the field. Looks like they're blowing straight across. Look across the stadium. Those flags like they're going the different directions.
Absolutely. So, I just anticipate us here trying to pick this first down up here with our run game.
3rd down and 4 for the Wardogs.
5 in the box. They're giving us a chance here.
They're going to hand the ball up inside to Nichols.
Yeah, here we go.
He's breaks free.
Here we go.
Down to the 25, to the 20, still on his feet.
Maybe use that timeout here. We'll see if Zach wants to pocket it or if he wants. Nope, he's going to go quick.
Go quick right here. Wardogs do pick up a first down. 21 seconds. The clock stops briefly as they spot it. Wardogs going to line up and probably try to kill it really quick here. Clock starting to move.
Let's go.
They're going to drop back and they'll throw it out to Walls.
That's fine.
He's going to work his way.
Get out of bounds. Now you go timeout.
He did get out of bounds, I believe. Inside the 10.
Actually, I think he's in bounds, Coach. I think they stopped it because of the first down, and Gardner's already calling the timeout.
All right, so we are going to use our last time. Coach, we had 9 seconds.
Whew, and now it's tough because if you run the ball.
And you don't get in, it's halftime.
It's halftime.
That's right.
So now the ball is going to be in a true boundary. Again, that's the short side of the field. So the ball is going to be on the left hash. We could use running game to left side, and you're coaching your kids up right here saying, look, if it's there and you're confident, go get that tutty. But if it's not and they bottle it up, stretch it and get it out of bounds and let us get another play in. So there's a lot of strategy that comes into play right here.
A lot of times anymore, you can maybe take the ball and like roll to the right, and sometimes you can sneak somebody back across the field, from the right side back to that left corner.
Yeah,
and,
good point.
And let's just see what Coach Gardner has in store for us right here.
Well, and where we're at on the field, I know it's first and goal from the 5, so we're thinking 2 plays. Where you're going as an offensive staff is these are my best 2-point plays. What are my best 2-point plays? Because that's really, even though we're on the 5 and not the 3.5, but this is a 2-point play territory here.
Yep.
Boy, I'd love to have one timeout where we can really use everything, but it really limits us here because, again, like you said, Coach, if we run the ball and we don't go in, it's halftime.
Yeah, Wardogs come out with doubles to both sides. 4 receivers. No tight end look. Cannot give up a sack right here. Jinx and roll to his left.
Yeah, pretty good
He's
coverage.
Caught!
That's great execution.
Touchdown!
Yeah, that's Garrett
Wardogs.
Walls. Wow, what a route by Garrett Walls because, Coach, initially that was caught up and covered pretty good. Good snap throw by Jinx. Great route at the end by Garrett Walls. Great body control, and that is a huge touchdown.
Huge right
touchdown to take the momentum.
What an answer right there by the Wardogs as they go the length of the field and put points on the board with only 4 seconds left in the half. That's going to make it 28-14, and the Wardogs are on for the attempted extra point. It looks like they're going to continue to go for 2.
Boy, and this is big, too, because you make this, now it's 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions, and you're really starting to put pressure on them.
Oh, what a big play right there by the Wardogs. Nice throw, nice catch. Excellent execution. Up inside to Jinx, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to be
really nice play backside.
He's going to be brought down. No good, but Wardogs take a drive with not a lot of time left and punch it in, and they're going to be up 28-14. Still having to kick off. Just 4 seconds left till halftime.
Coach, when I'm, when I had the opportunity to work with some special teams during my career, just like I know you have, most coaches have, anything less than 5 seconds, and I didn't want to kick it. I'm literally running my onside kick. I'm lining up and running my onside kick right now because I want the ball to touch them. And the clock, because you know what I'm saying, that 5 seconds, usually an onside kick, 4 to 5 seconds is going to run off. Even the squib kick, which we've executed fantastically and we've tackled well.
Still gives them a chance to catch it and run it back.
Gives them a chance, a little seam here. Maybe we get a face mask, you know what I mean, and they get one play after the face mask. I don't know. It's just a strategic thing that's always fun to talk about. Yeah. We're having a great conversation with the legendary Bob Homer right now, by the way. We're still talking about the non-offensive pass interference call. And Coach Homer's like, why did they get the ball way down there? He didn't realize they caught the ball. So another squib kick by Douthit. This one goes a little deep. We just need to execute here. He's trying to pop it outside, and we're string that out pretty good, and this is going to end up being good for us. So we're going to go to the half here, Coach, and I'll let you take us there.
All right, so we're at halftime here at Skiatook. Wardog's going to lead this one 28-14. And the coach has been a pretty well-played game.
Yeah.
Huge answer right there by the Wardogs before the half.
You can't state it enough, Coach, because going in a two-touchdown, when you're down 2 touchdowns with Skiatook coming out with the ball, your mindset's way different than what it is if you've now pulled that to a one-score game. Now they feel like everything's still in play, with that one-score game.
And you're just you're fighting uphill.
That's exactly right. So now with the 2-touchdown game, now they start to overthink it a little bit. Do we have to start pressing? So just a huge, huge drive. And, Coach, 60 yards in a minute and 9 seconds.
I think there was 119, I think, when
there
we
you
got
go.
the ball.
So,
I think 119.
So, and we kicked off with 6 seconds left. So a minute 13, we go 60 yards on about 5 plays. And, wow, just a great execution on the offensive side of the ball for the Wardogs in the first half.
All right, we're going to take a break right here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. And like I said, you're watching Wardog TV, and we're so glad you're with us tonight. Wardog's leading here 22-14, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the second half.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome Skiatook High School Bulldog cheerleaders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your continued halftime entertainment, please welcome the Miami Wardog Marching Band.
Good evening and welcome back to the second half of Wardog Football. You're watching Wardog TV. We are in Skiatook, Oklahoma. Wardogs leading at the half, 28-14. In what's been a really well-played game, really by both teams, you'd have to say.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
The Wardogs impressive on the offensive side of the ball so far tonight. 28 points in the first half, and almost nothing more impressive than right before half, Skiatook has scored to cut into the lead, and Wardogs go 60 yards in about a minute and score with just a few seconds before half, and so put this back to a two-score game. So sitting in pretty good shape right here, but Coach, I know Skiatook is going to get the ball the second half, and so this is going to be a dogfight to the end.
No, I completely agree, yeah, and you said it, hit it right on the head. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for our excitement at that touchdown because that's how big it was. That's how big of an answer it was for Miami to go down and to grab that two-touchdown lead to maintain that going into half. So Wardogs did most of our damage on the ground, which is what we do. So I'll rip through a few stats here. Our leading rusher in the first half was Hunter Nichols. Hunter had a great first half. 13 carries for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. Great job by Hunter. Also had a 2-point conversion. Carson Jinks had 15 carries, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and he also ran in for a 2-point conversion. Carson Jinks was 4 for 4 in the air for 47 yards and a touchdown. Garrett Wall's leading receiver right now, 3 catches for 36 yards and a touchdown. Eric McKibben snagged 1 catch for 11 yards. So doing exactly what we do. You know, we run the football and we try to impose our will, and so far so good, Coach, for the Dogs.
Definitely so, and we've talked about some statistics here for you the first half, but those guys who don't get statistics is doing a great job as that old line up front. They are dominating the line of scrimmage right now. Coach, I don't know how many times, but we have had several gains, 15 yards, 20 yards, 20 yards, 15 yards. We're gashing them at times with huge results.
Yeah, and we're really doing our best up here to try to pinpoint, and I think we've done a pretty good job this first half of, picking out those numbers too at times. I know we've called out several offensive linemen, several wide receivers who have had really key blocks. Sometimes for our viewers, it's hard for us to kind of see those key blocks live. Now, when you go back and watch it on film, man, you can really circle it and say, boy, this is clinic right here. This is what you're supposed to do. So, but the guys up front have really, really played well. And, they're going to be the key to the second half on both sides of the ball because, again, Skiatook is similar to us. They're not made to widen it out and sling it around and try to come back from a big deficit. So, the third quarter, when we said at the end of the third quarter, Coach, if we can keep our 2-score lead or even better, extend that to maybe a 3-score lead, we're going to have them in a position, I feel like, where at that point, as well, we're playing up front, we could probably control the game from there on out. But again, there hasn't been any turnovers.
Very few penalties.
There was a big one that allowed their drive to continue, which ended up being a score. So as long as we continue to play clean, protect the football, and continue to win the line of scrimmage, Coach, I think we're going to be okay for the next 24 minutes.
I think so. It's going to be. I said it's not going to be easy. Sky's going to come out, and they are still a good football team. They do a good job running the ball. They have a good quarterback, a really good running back there, and they've came in tonight and they had some things that they thought they could do, and they've had some success.
They have
running the ball at us. So.
Yeah, we just finishing up here, as you can tell here, with some halftime entertainment that went a little bit long. So we do have both teams in their respective end zones going through warm-up stretches. So we're probably still about another 3 to 4 minutes here from kicking off this second half. But, again, like I said, a pretty well-played first half, pretty smooth first half. Really, it played in an hour and about 10 minutes. And, Coach, off the air, me and Coach Pax was just sitting here talking as we were running through some scores and talking a little Major League Baseball. But one thing that we were talking about was if this second half plays in an hour and 10 minutes, I think that bodes well for the good guys.
I think so, definitely so. And like I said, we're still about 2 or 3 minutes here from kickoff in the second half. So here's some scores from around the district. And what's been kind of a shocker here, what we thought was really one of the key games in the state of Oklahoma, out of our district. Number 1 Cushing, number 3 Wagner, and Cushing leads at the half 28-0. Kind of a shocker there, Coach.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, we both at half looked at our phones, and the first thing we go to is what's the district doing, and we both looked at each other like, wow. Not that we didn't know that Cushing was as good as advertised because we saw them in person, but, Wagner was coming in playing really good football and had really dominated their last few opponents and are really, really good on their defensive line. And obviously we don't know why that scores like it is, but that one is a shocker.
Kind of shocker, 28-0 at half. Also in the district, Oologah over Catoosa, 28-0. That was just right before half was the last update we had on it. Of course, we are 28-14 at half, and, of course, McLean and Cleveland did not play tonight due to a forfeit. So a lot of good football playing across the state of Oklahoma, and we're one of those teams playing tonight. And so Wardogs look good right now the first half. Big key right now, let's come out second half, and we need to get a stop and get that ball back, and I'd love to see us extend that 14-point lead up to a little bit more.
A few schools in our area, smaller schools, 1A, 2A, we'll throw them out there while we got a little time here. Ketchum is at home against Wyandotte, and Ketchum leads 21-0 at halftime. Commerce is on the road at number 6 Colcord, and Colcord leads that 35-0 at the half. The Quapaw Wildcats, who I believe, Coach, are ranked in the top 15 in the state in Class A, is leading Fairland 20-6 at the half. So there's a few local scores from what I would call the Lucky 7.
That's right.
That's when I grew up in. So
some college football tomorrow. Of course, the big game in Dallas, the Sooners and the Longhorns at 11 o'clock. And the Sooner fans have been limping around a little bit the last couple of weeks, so hopefully the Sooners can get it turned around. Tulsa at the Navy tomorrow. I've always kind of wanted. I've seen them play at Tulsa, the Army play. I've seen the Navy play, Air Force play. I'd like to go to a game, one of those games at one of the service academies. That'd be quite a thing.
That'd be a lot of fun. And, Wardog legend and Hall of Famer Todd Berry obviously coached at one of those legendary military schools at Army. And, boy, some of the things that he'll tell you about his experiences there will give you chills about how special and how the traditions and just how serious everything is and procedural. It's just really, really a neat conversation. So, but, yeah, that's cool. And then Golden Norseman at home tomorrow hosting the Cisco Wranglers.
At noon.
NEO's looking for that first conference win. So Coach Chrisup and his staff and his kids will go get after them Cisco Wranglers tomorrow. We'll be rooting for you. And then shout out to former Wardog Jackson Satterwhite, who is offensive lineman, left tackle for the University of Kansas Jayhawks, who
number
are
15,
making noise.
Number 17 ranked Kansas Jayhawks.
Yeah, and will host game day, college game day, for the first time ever on the Hill there in Lawrence, Kansas. So shout out Jackson Satterwhite and the Kansas Jayhawks are enjoying a great start to their year. Wardog alumnus.
Oh, that's such a great story. I mean, Kansas football has just struggled for so many years, and to see them finally kind of get it turned in the right direction. And let's don't forget the Cowboys tomorrow. They play Texas Tech at Stillwater. Oklahoma State ranked in the top 10.
Playing great football.
Coach Gundy has them rolling year after year. So get out tomorrow and watch some college football somewhere, or get in your recliner and watch them. And wherever you're with us tonight, we're so glad you're here with us.
Coach, if you're okay, I'm going to go with the recliner, option B. I'm going to go recliner football tomorrow.
I'm going to be recliner football as well. All right, so we're ready for the second half to get underway. Wardogs leading this one 28-14. Douthin on for the kick to start the second half. Wardogs have gone pretty much with a squib kick to try to not allow any kind of return game.
And Coach Paxton, I think we need to shout out to a new member of the Wardog live stream tonight, Megan Frazier, now keeping the iPad, which obviously keeps the score down a distance and things like that. So,
all right, Wardogs do kick this one deep.
Ball.
Ball's on the floor.
Ball.
Wardogs might not have it.
We do have it. We're up with it. Yes, sir. What a great start.
All right, that's number 15.
That is Seth Eads,
and he's the one coming off with the ball.
Yeah,
we're gonna unofficially give him credit for the fumble recovery.
Woo! Huge play.
All right, Coach, that's our first turnover of the game.
Huge play.
All right, so Wardogs take over. 11:51, just underway here in the third quarter, and for really the first time tonight, we kicked it deep, and we got to turn it. Why have we been kicking it deep all night?
Coach, here's the thing, and here's how dumb football coaches are. This dumb football coach, Coach Davis said, "I'm worried about the 2-for-1 for Skiatook." who's getting the 2-for-1 now? We score right before the half. We got the ball right back, and now we get the 2-for-1. So, football's a fun game. That stupid oblong ball bounces anywhere it wants.
Wardog going to take over. 1st and 10 at the Skiatook 25 after the fumble on the kickoff. And the ball up inside the Nichols. Still fighting. It's still across the 15. Across the 20. Down to about the 17.
Boy, just another great hard run by Hunter. He's looked really, really good tonight.
Coach, I was going to say the same thing. Hunter is running with the determination.
Yep.
That's going to give him 8 on that play. Bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Wardogs. Ball at about the 17-yard line.
I'd love to know. I wish we could yell out who, because we know someone stripped that ball or put a helmet on that ball, and we just can't see it live. But I promise you, we'll give credit to that in the stat sheet for sure after we go back and watch film.
All right, 2nd and 2. Jinx going to keep the ball over the right side. He's going to pick up a 1st down. He's across the 15 down to about the 13.
Yeah, good 5-yard run there.
All right, Wardogs threatening again. Leading here just underway in the second half. Wardogs up 28-14. Skiatook fumbled the ball on the second half kickoff. Little different result than we had last week as we saw it go 80 yards for a touchdown.
Oh, great boy. We couldn't have reversed that any better, right?
That's right. This one bounced the Wardogs' way, and they are threatening again. 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Skiatook 12-yard line. They can still pick up a 1st down inside the 2. Wardogs come out. Going to have to hurry. Wardogs going to have to burn a timeout here, Coach. Had a little trouble getting the play in right there.
Well, and we tried to make an adjustment there late. It's okay. I mean, when you get down here and you've got all the momentum in the world, the one thing you don't want to do is take a delay or get an illegal shift because we're trying to beat the clock and we got a guy trying to get set. So not a bad time. I know it's early and people think, you hate to burn that turn. I'd rather us be able to execute down here and punch one in and do it cleanly without having to take some steps back. So not a terrible time out there.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you right there, Coach. So Wardogs do take the first time out of the second half. Wardogs now have it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball is on the Skiatook 12-yard line.
And just a really quick timeout. Coaches, only spend about 20, 30 seconds with them right there. So that goes to show you that the adjustments wasn't major. It's just a little clean. Hey, guys, okay, let's lock in here. I know we were probably thinking we got to come out and play defense. Settle back in here. We got a good chance to pop another one here.
All right, Wardogs. Jinx takes the ball up the middle.
Wow, boy.
Big hole inside the 5, inside the 10 to 5, down to about the 4.
Coach, looked like a run blitz dialed up there by Skiatook, and we were able to just kind of gash it right there. So pretty good play call into that stunt.
Big play right there. Coach, just give him 7 on the play. Let's bring up 2nd down and 3. Wardogs knocking on the door. Ball inside the 10. Ball looks like right about the 5. They can still pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Wardogs up 28-14. Wardogs come out. Trips look to the left. Up inside to Jinx. Inside the 5.
He's in there. Touchdown,
yes,
sir.
Wardogs.
Yes, sir.
5-yard run by Carson Jinx. Wardogs extend the lead to 20.
Boy, just couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half there for us. Carson Jinx over the right side for his 3rd touchdown of the evening.
Coach, Wardogs are going to line up for the kick extra points this time.
Yeah, I like this. Again,
you got to work on it.
Kicking down this end is going to be much easier tonight, as we've talked about. The other end, and Coach, forgive me, I don't know the direction of the field that we're in here, but I do believe we are kicking west right now, and
it's up and it's
good.
Up and
it's good, so it's big. So yeah, what a great start for the second half.
All right, Wardogs couldn't have wrote that script any better. Wardogs extend their lead to 35-14 over the Bulldogs. 9:48 left till half. Coach, as you know, I've been very fortunate to spend a lot of years at Miami, was able to retire, and also very fortunate to go into Missouri, teaching at Seneca. Across the hall, one of Seneca's football coaches, and he said, I'm going to go watch Seneca for the first half tonight. Then I'm going to come in and listen to you. He said, but, Coach, I'm going to cheer for Skiatook. This is his hometown.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we've become good friends. So, Murphy, if you're out there listening, things are going my way tonight.
Yeah. Well, isn't it fun that you never forget where you're from?
It is, yeah. He's coached at Seneca for 20 years, does a lot of the sports, football for him, for junior high football, and he coached here played here at Skiatook.
Okay,
so,
very cool. Yeah,
and,
thank you for listening.
And And everybody comes down the hall and says, hey, you need to listen to my broadcast.
Well, and I tell you what, I mean, and, again, Coach, thank you for listening. And, again, we hope that you leave a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I don't know you, but, that's a friendly jab there. But I tell you what, you could be putting up with a lot worse people than Jim Paxton across the hall from you. So.
All right. Wardog's here for the kick. Ball's going to go down to about the 20-yard line, taken by the up-back. And he's going to kind of hunker down.
So the kicking game's really changed for us. Number one, we've went away from the squib, went to the traditional kick, and obviously after the first score, we went to the traditional extra point.
Yeah.
So
that return guy there looked like he didn't really want to
he
return
didn't really
that ball.
want there. I think we pretty much won up front right there.
Yeah.
Our speed to the ball got past their first two lines pretty quickly.
All right, Skiatook comes out for their initial possession of the second half as the Wardogs forced a turnover on the opening kickoff. Wardogs turn that into 7 points and now lead 35-14 in a big district game here in Skiatook. So Skiatook coming out. Coach looks like a little bit different for them. Looks like they're trying to spread the field a little bit. So they're kind of now facing a little bit uphill. They're going to drop back and throw it. They're going to lob it over the middle.
Good.
And a good coverage right there. Two safeties deep.
Well, actually, that was corner Garrett Walls that I was actually over the top of the route, and then you had the safety David Homer doing the first job of the safety is never let the guy behind you. So really good bracket coverage there for a nice incompletion.
And Coach, you can tell by that play right there, it looks like Skiatook now feels like they have to do something they don't want to do.
Yeah, and you're probably going to see more shots like that a little bit more frequently probably now, Coach. You hit it right on the head. But, right now after we covered up pretty good, I really anticipate them to try to give it to their guy here, number 4, to see if they can get to third and manageable.
All right, going to be second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're going to drop back once again. Pressure by Nichols.
Good, Hunter.
He's going to sack him all the way back to the 10.
Yeah, that quarterback looked like he didn't anticipate Hunter being able to have that extra burst. That's a great play by Hunter Nichols.
Coach, he is going to be sacked. They're actually going to move it up just a little bit. They're going to mark it, let's say, the 13-yard line. Huge sack right there by Nichols.
So here we go, DBs. Here, the old DB coach, Coach Davis, down and distance, know the sticks, know where they have to have. Let them catch in front of you. Coach, this is crazy to hear me say this. A 10-yard completion you're going to give up right here.
You're not kidding.
You're giving it up, and you're going to tackle in front, and they're going to punt. You just can't get beat deep here, and you can't give up a defensive penalty.
3rd and 25 for Skiatook after the big sack by Nichols. Almost wouldn't, if I was on that side of the field, I'd almost be thinking quick kick right here. Kick it and get it out of there.
Coach, they're taking timeouts. We've really got them on the ropes here. We have got to take advantage of this 3rd and long.
All right. 8:44 remaining in the third quarter. Wardogs have really seized momentum here in the second half as they've extended their lead up to 35-14. Coach, you almost feel right here if we get another stop and put another score on the board.
Yeah.
Almost starting to get the nails out.
Yeah, and it's you never hate to. You and I are looking at each other like, it's third quarter. I mean, football's a funny game. But just from what we've seen up to this point, the fact that we've been able to move the football and be able to, we're winning up front. Yes, Coach, I would think that a stop here, we get the ball back, say we take 5 or 6 minutes off the clock and we get to the end of that third quarter and we're able to punch in another one. I feel at that point that barring just a plethora of some turnovers and some really poor defensive play, that I think we would be okay. But
we're not saying the nail would be in the coffin, but you can start looking for the nails.
You can grab the nail. I was literally getting ready to say the same thing.
You can start looking for them.
Yeah, you don't have the hammer in your hand yet. But
all right, 8:44.
Big play here.
Right back. They're going to run a screen play, and it's going to go incomplete.
Ate it up. Yeah, just ate it up.
Wardogs were ready for that. Good job right there with Coach Homer, the defensive staff.
Yeah.
You can tell they talked to their kids' screen, and our linebackers were sitting right there.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, number one, we had enough pressure where he had to throw it too early, and number two, even if he completes it, it might be a 3-yard gain. Just a great defensive series right there by Miami.
So it's going to bring up 4th down for Skiatook, and Wardogs back in more of the traditional punt return look. And our deep guys are standing inside Skiatook territory about the 44-yard line.
That's always a good thing.
There's a low line drive kick. It's going to be caught. Oh, it's bubble.
See, that's the thing we can't do. Pretty good recovery there, but that's the one thing that can only get us in trouble. Good job there, recovery by Kyler Walker. Heads up play there. Kyler's a really good, smart football player and very trustworthy. Just a really smart play there. And, again, we're going to take over in great field position.
All right, Wardogs will take over. 8:20 left till halftime. Wardogs leading here 35-14. Wardogs out for their second possession of the second half. Wardogs took advantage of a turnover on the second half kickoff. Skiatook fumbled it. We recovered it, punch it in for a score. Wardogs love to extend that lead right here. Wardogs come out, trips to the left, tight end right. It's been Nichols and Jinx all night in the backfield. Been a big night for both of them. Snap to Jinx up inside. He's going to cross the 45 down to about the 42. It's about 4. Let's give him 5 on the play. Second down. Let's call it 6 officially. 7:48. Clock continuing to move. Wardogs driving in Skiatook territory. Lillard has one of the wideouts for the Wardogs. End up inside to Nichols. Across the 40, still hopping around. Cross it down to the 35. He's going to have a first down.
Coach, he might be just a hair.
All right, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's got it. No, they're going to give him just a spot is right at the marker.
All right, so let's going to call that 3rd and 1. Thought he was a little bit further down.
I did too, actually. That's an interesting spot, but
either way, 3rd and 1. Yeah. Clock continuing to move. 6:50. Wardogs still on the attack. Nichols coming out.
It's like Chris Kelly going in.
I think Nichols a little slow, maybe getting up that time, and I
little.
Predict a quarterback power right here. The Wardogs going to take another timeout right here, Coach.
Just delayed personnel change. Yep. That one was kind of unavoidable.
So Wardogs going to take their second timeout here, and so they want to make sure that everybody's on the same page as they continue to drive here. They're going to be faced 3rd down and 1. What was a huge crowd for the Bulldogs has now dwindled down to a much smaller crowd as we move further into the second half. Nice facilities here at Skiatook.
Yeah, and they got good people here, man. Vance Miller, the head coach over at Skiatook, I've known for a really long time, and then he's got his younger brother on the staff who's going to be a head coach one of these days himself. So good staff here, good people, do it the right way. When I talked to Vance earlier this week, he had nothing but great things to say about our staff and our kids. So we appreciate the hospitality in Skiatook tonight.
All right, 3rd down and 1 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Skiatook.
There's your quarterback power, Coach.
And there it is. It's going to be a first down. He's going to cross inside the 30 down to the 27.
Yeah, did a good job there. Needed 1, got 6.
That's right. We'll mention the Wardog staff. Of course, they're led by head coach Zach Gardner. Linebackers coached by Patrick Billings. Defensive line Matt LaFay. Running backs Zach Henry. Defensive coordinator and defensive backs Brad Homer. Offensive line Adam Teal. Wide receivers Pete Overman. And volunteer assistant Daniel Allen. So kudos to the Wardog staff. They got the Wardogs playing some good football tonight.
They do. And it's good to see Hunter Nichols back in the game too there, Coach.
All right, Hunter comes back out. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball just inside the Skiatook 30. Ball's going to hand up to Nichols up inside. Oh, he's going to bounce outside.
Yep.
Working his way.
Good cut.
Does get to the corner. He's going to pick up a good yardage right there.
Yeah, did a good job of turning the corner, and I think Skiatook anticipated him to go out of bounds, and he actually turned the corner and actually picked up another 3 or 4.
I think they're going to give him almost 9 on the play. We'll see where they mark him out at. Coach, they're going to move. They're moving the chains. All right, big gain on first down right there for Nichols.
Yeah, really good run there.
All right, Nichols really running the ball hard tonight.
Yeah, Carson with 20 carries, and that was the 17th carry by Hunter.
Was really sharing the load tonight, and I know last week Carson carried it a lot last week.
Yeah, 38 carries, and that's not a normal. They don't want that to be a normal recipe.
And this is going to be Carson up inside.
Well, Carson right there, Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd like to seen him get on the outside hip of number 22, Chris Kelly, and there's something outside out there. I'm looking at number 4, Sam Willard, had driven his guy back. I think Carson may have given up on that outside edge there a little bit too early, but it's a decent game regardless.
Yeah, pick up about 3. Looks like their defensive end didn't want to come real hard.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good point.
All right, second down and 7 for the Wardogs. Ball, let's call it the Skiatook 16-yard line. 5:30 left in the third quarter. Wardogs up 35-14. Rapidly moving second half here. Wardogs getting lined up. 3, 2, 1 on the play clock. Do get it off in time up inside the Nichols.
Boy, good hole right there. Goodness.
He's going to fight forward for a couple.
Yeah, again, I felt like that's Coach. We're opening up some galleys on the edge.
Yeah,
we needed to pop that out. That's 2 plays in a row. I felt like there's something there, but it's hard to fault Carson and Hunter's had. And they've had great nights.
Easier to see from our
vantage
viewpoint.
Question.
We can see kind of the hole open up.
Yeah, when you're down there and those bodies are flying, towards you, you feel like you got something there. But we're moving the ball positively still.
Coach, something we haven't said very many times tonight seems like third down Wardogs.
Yeah, and
we really haven't.
I'd love to continue you not saying that very often.
All right, that's going to go up in Nichols.
Ooh, what a block! What a block by Hunter.
He's going to walk in.
Guys, Hayden Miller just annihilated the defensive end. Number 75, Hayden Miller. Goodness, son, that is clinic tape. And if you saw it on live, it was the white body laying on top the black body. That was a clinic pancake block by Hayden Miller, and just a great bounce by Carson Jinks for another Wardog touchdown.
16-yard touchdown run. The Wardogs pushed that lead to 41-14. The Wardogs now out for the traditional extra point try for the 1. That is Walls to hold. Douthit to kick.
Wow, what a block by Hayden Miller. My goodness.
Kick is up, and it looks perfect right through the middle.
That looked really good there, Coach.
All right, Wardogs extend the lead to 42-14. Well, Coach, you feel a little lot better than we were maybe a few minutes ago.
Without question. Yeah, just to come out in first 2 possessions, boom, boom, tutty. And, now you really put the pressure on them to the point where, again, if I'm a defensive coach on our staff right now, I'm like, guys, they got to pull it all out now. Here comes the deep balls. Here comes the trick play. Here comes double reverse pass. Here comes jet sweep pass, which they've shown. Just because they don't have the luxury now of putting together 6-minute drives with their traditional running back and running game. So, you just got to be on your heels here if you're a defensive back for the Miami Wardogs, just to not give up big plays. You don't even want to give them any thoughts that they can maybe creep back in it.
That's exactly right. Coach, as we're waiting for the kickoff here, just once again I want to shout out to our student production team. Kiara Richards, Blake Frazier, and Rylan Stewart doing an outstanding job for us. Running the cameras, running the computers, running everything around us, and bringing you what you see is not because of what me and Coach Davis sees. It's because of what these kids are doing, and also, of course, under the direction of David Frazier. So we're trying to put together a quality broadcast here for you, and these kids are doing a great job, giving up their Friday night to come help with Wardog football.
The smartest thing that David Frazier does is he gives us 2 buttons to control.
That's right.
We can only mute each other, and that's
all right. There's the kick, and it's going to go.
Coach, that's a live ball.
That's down to about the 1-yard line, and he's going to be in trouble.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he spun out of it. Wow.
Looks like we had him trapped, and he's going to take it out across the 30.
Coach, I know we're going to be disappointed because we wanted that pin back there, and we think there's a block in the back probably. But I will shout out to Garrett Walls, who did a great job of being the safety, and that's literally what you call him on the kickoff coverage team, to make sure that doesn't go for a touchdown. We just talked about it a few seconds ago. The only thing that allows them a little bit of glimmer of getting back in it is these huge chunk plays for touchdowns, and that easily could have been one, but Garrett Walls did a good job there of saving it.
All right, first down for Skiatook. They're going to hand the ball around the right side.
Good job.
Bottled up, hit hard right there.
Good job by Carson Jinks. Good job by Carson Jinks turning that inside.
All right, second down and 10, no gain on the play. Coach, I did just get a text here from my buddy I teach with at Seneca saying he's watching the game and not really enjoying the outcome of it, but enjoying watching the game right here. So thank you for joining in, and all of you out there watching us tonight on Wardog TV. Let's call it second down and 10 for Skiatook. They bring motion across the formation. Wardogs now starting to do a pretty good job at balling up this ground game. Once again, no gain.
Look at those blue helmets flying to the ball. Boy, I love that. We do have one down holding a knee, and I don't like that.
Yeah, it's going to bring up third down and 10. There's a Wardog down.
That's the part that, we've been so fortunate, to avoid injuries in the last couple of games. Last week at McLean, we've had a couple we talked about tonight that are out that are normal starters for us. And then we got another one down. Reese Satterwhite was down a little earlier in the game. He was able to pop back up and jog off on his own. So we hope to see the same here for what looks like Julio Valenzuela, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, hopefully this not anything major. And get everything taken care of and get on with this one here. Like I said, we're at 3:31 in the third quarter. Wardogs leading here. What has been, for a first half was a tight contest.
Yeah.
But the Wardogs have taken control here in the second half, and they lead this one 42-14, taking advantage of a turnover early.
Good to see Julio pop up there, and here we go, jogging off.
He's going to jog off.
That's good. You never, Coach, when those big guys are laying down and they're holding that knee, that always makes me think they got rolled up on and that thing got bent away it's not supposed to. So.
And he's jogging off, and I know Julio, he might just needed a break.
Sure. There's an easier way to do that, Julio, but he's trying to jog it off.
That's right.
Tough kid, has really played some really good football.
He really has.
For us the last few weeks.
I had Julio in class last year. He's a fine young guy.
Fine young man.
Fun to have in class. All right, Skiatook back on the attack,
edge.
and he's going to go the distance.
We gave up the edge, Coach, and that's what we can't do.
Wardogs are going to bring him down at the 15-yard line. So they're on the jet sweep.
Yeah, those are the plays we just you have to avoid when you're fortunate enough to have a little bit of a cushion in the lead.
Yep.
But still, Coach, you've got 15 minutes of game time, and a lot of funny things can happen. Yeah. The one thing you can't do is give up chunk plays, and we've given up 2 with the kickoff return and now with that play.
Yeah. Good job by the Wardogs. They do chase him down from behind. And around the right side, he's going to be bottled up for the line of scrimmage. He can pick up about 1 or 2. Coach Julio Valenzuela back out now.
Yes, right back
he
out.
He stood out for one play and ran back out. Looks like he was fine. So glad to see him back out there. He's playing both offensive line and defensive line for us. 2:40 left in the third quarter. Wardogs up 42-14. Wardogs have taken a 14-point lead at half and extended it out. 2 scores here. Second half. Second down and 10 for Skiatook. Around that left side again, and he's going to go in for a touchdown.
Yeah, boy. Coach Homer and the defensive staff is going to be pretty disappointed, I think, with that series. Just the one across the edge, the big run, and then that one right there, just not much resistance up front, Coach. I'm not sure what happened there. We'd really played some good football. That looked pretty easy.
Yeah, it looks like we kind of took a little bit of a breath right there.
Yeah, that's again, that was way too quick. That was way too quick of a score. I know you're looking up to think, coaches, we're up 21 points. Well, 21 points
can disappear in a hurry.
It can, an onside kick here, a turnover there. Remember we talked about it last year. They stripped us and ran it back for a touchdown. So we just gotta continue to keep the gas on the pedal here, and we need another good offensive drive, and we got to be able to answer that score.
All right, Skiatook out for the extra point. It's up and it's good, and they cut it to 21. All right, you got to be thinking now, Coach. You got to be thinking onside kick.
Yeah,
you got to be talking to your kids, and maybe even have your hands team out there, because like I said, because both teams, they scored a little quick right there.
Yeah,
but Wardogs have been very successful running the ball tonight, and you really think if you're Skiatook, I don't have that many possessions left.
No, you gotta get the onside kick. You're going to try to steal possessions basically at this point. You do that with onside kicks. You're doing that with forcing quick turnovers. Traditionally, if we're able to, recover onside kicks, get returns, put together, 5 or 6 play offensive drives, Skiatook maybe has 3 possessions left in the game, and that's how many points they need. They need 3 possessions. So if we can get a good return here, if we can control the clock on this drive and get into the fourth quarter, and maybe even, Coach, get it under 10 minutes with a score, then we're probably in pretty good position. But we got to be on the. These next 5 to 8 minutes of gameplay, I think, are huge.
Yeah, we're still a long ways to go here in Skiatook. You see the Wardogs have made adjustments to their kickoff return.
Yeah, there's the onside.
And there's the onside.
And they're going to get it.
Skiatook's got it.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about. We're looking up and we're thinking, guys, there's way too much time. I'd say now we're going to go back the next. Hopefully they don't score and it's not an option. But if they do, you're going to see our traditional hands team the rest of the day.
Yep.
So now, again, big play after a turnover. Here comes that deep ball. Here comes that favorite trick play to try to get one back. And, Coach, if they pop one here, we're a 2-touchdown lead now all of a sudden.
With the whole quarter left.
With an entire football quarter to play.
Yeah, so we're a long ways from wrapping this one up. He's around their left side, and he's going to pick up 4 or 5. And we're going to have a flag down behind, which usually comes in the area of holding.
Yeah.
Coach, all of a sudden, Skiatook's got a little life, a little pep in their step.
That was they go down, we go up and score and go to 42-14. We think we're, and we even talked about it,
Yep.
Look, if we do a couple things right, the next 4 or 5 minutes, we're okay. the two things that we couldn't do, really quick score and we really quick change of possession. And they're right now, they go back and score on us here, and they're right back in it with plenty of time.
All right, that's going to bring up first down and 20 for Skiatook. 2 minutes to left in the third quarter. Wardogs up 42-21. Skiatook, however, has the ball after the onside kick. They're going to hand the ball around the left side. He's going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. So good job right there by the Wardog defense. You know, Coach, in the last 3 years, Wardog has struggled a little bit. And one of the things that's maybe hard to understand for everybody, but you got to teach your kids how to win. Even when you get up, you get up a lot. It's not over. You got to play and you got to keep focused. And you don't celebrate till the clock says 0.
No. Yeah, it's you hit it right on the head, Coach. Learning to win and learning how to play with the lead is all stuff like that these that we're still getting used to. So these are good moments for us to be in. But I'd watch pass here. They got to start trying to make some big plays.
It is 2nd and 23. They're going to throw it. That's going to be
an interception.
Garrett Walls with the interception.
Got it right back. Good job.
Wardogs going to take over about their own 41. So great coverage right there.
Yeah, and Garrett Walls, has played a well of a game. We've called his name out several times for being on top of the receiver at the corner. He's on top of the receiver again. Matter of fact, he actually was so good on top of the receiver that he almost allowed that poorly thrown ball to be caught underneath him. But great adjustment by 10. Just a heads-up play there by Garrett Walls.
All right, Wardogs will take over. Ball at their own 41. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Wardogs up 42-21. Wardogs have taken the ball away from Skiatook with an interception. So good play right there by Garrett Walls. Wardogs come out. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Nichols and Jinx in the backfield.
Just got to control the ball here. What do we got going on?
I think
we're
going to have a legal procedure.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
So that's what you can't have. Wardogs come out after an interception. Coach, I think we're going to have to delay a game. I don't think we did not get the snap off in time. So, after a big turnover out there, that's what you hate to see, a negative right there before you get your play going. So it's going to bring up first down and 15.
Yeah. Well, you run 2 plays here and you get into the fourth quarter.
Yep.
You'd love to run those 2 plays and have a first down or maybe come back in the fourth with a 3rd and short. Again, 3-possession lead. Skiatook probably needs 8 minutes to be able to get those 3 possessions in. We need to control the ball underneath that and end up with some points.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Wardogs. Jinx back. He's going to throw it.
He's
got Riley open. Oh, he drops it. Oh, man, he had him wide open, hit him in the hands, and he drops it at the 30. Coach, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, good ball.
That's a good throw right there by Carson Jinx, and Riley not able to bring that one in.
Good ball, good route.
Yes.
He had a great stutter step and got behind him. Braylon's got great speed. Just need to execute there at the end.
Coach, you see him drop him on Saturday and stop him on Sunday, so it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
I know nobody more disappointed than he is. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 15. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Wardogs have the ball at the Skiatook 36-yard line. Look to see the Wardogs probably back on the ground again. That's exactly what we have. That's Jinx up the middle.
Good read.
He's going to cross the 50.
He's got a chance, Coach.
He's at the 40, 35, 30.
Great run, Carson
All right.
Jinx.
Wardogs pick up huge first down right there.
I'm going to give him 35 yards, Coach, on that run. You like that? Or?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Again, we're not official stat keepers, but we like to keep some numbers so we can throw them to you at the end of the half and at the end of the game. Looks like we've got an injured Skiatook Bulldog, Coach, on their side.
All the way over down on the sideline where I think Jinx went out of bounds.
Boy, Jinx with a little burst there.
That's right.
I'll tell you, Carson earlier this week was having to do some ice and some stem, just the hips and because 37 carries in a physical game last week. He was pretty beat up, and obviously giving that body a chance to recover. He's done a great job of maintaining that because Carson looks fantastic tonight, Coach.
Definitely so. All right, big play right there for the Wardogs. Back to action here. Wardogs going to take over or continue the drive. 1st and 10. Ball at the Skiatook 30-yard line after the big run by Jinx. Low snap up inside to Nichols. He's going to fight for a couple yards. Not a lot of room up inside right there. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Wardogs. 45 seconds. Clock continuing to move. Almost to have 3 quarters in the books.
Yeah, I do have to run another play, Coach, to get in for this quarter.
Coach, here's our fourth quarter score. Cushing 42, Wagner 0.
Boy, Coach, I'm telling you, I'm just shocked by that score. I am not shocked of how, because we know that Cushing is the real deal, but we also know what Wagner is, and,
Yes.
and Cushing is giving out a statement tonight at home.
All right, Jinx back to pass, under pressure.
Good
He's
check
gonna
down.
throw it. That's caught by Riley.
Good check down. Good decision. Good catch.
Riley
good
on his
break.
feet, still fighting forward.
Nice,
He's going to pick
Braylon.
up a first down.
Wow.
And we're going to have
okay.
a penalty
Good.
as they tackle Riley and throw him almost all the way to the track.
Yeah. Good, tough run after catch there by Braylon. Way to come back, focus. He had the drop. No one's more upset about that
No,
than Bray.
exactly.
It comes right back to him. Carson shows a lot of confidence in him. Bray with a great run after the catch.
All right, and they're going to add a little bit more to that. We're going to have one more play here in the third quarter. So big throw and catch right there by Riley, and we're going to take the ball. We'll see where they mark it. Went out about around the 10.
I'm confused on where we're at. What we're doing here with the chains.
They started to move, and I think they told them to wait. We're going to see where we're going to. They're pointing something at us. All right.
So we're going to offset and replay that down.
Oh, man. I think we have a holding call against the Wardogs and then a personal foul, late hit out of bounds against the Bulldogs. So those are going. I did not see the flag on the play.
I didn't either.
The other one either. So those are going to offset. So unfortunately, that's going to erase a big play right there for the Wardogs. We're going to have one more play here in the third quarter. 5 seconds left. Third quarter, Wardogs up 42-21. It's going to bring up second down and 9 for Miami.
I'm going to be honest with you, so I'm a little confused here. So really, in my opinion, and I'm not an official, nor do I want to be, the late hit out of bounds is a dead ball foul.
I think you need to mark off the holding against us,
and then get really and it's an automatic first down.
Yeah.
So I think this was called wrong.
I think so too. All right, second down and 9.
Good pull.
Jinx has it.
Yep.
Around the left side, still dancing around, still going. Oh, he makes people miss.
Boy,
to the 20.
What a run. We're in the quarter, Coach. Into the fourth. Yeah.
That's going to bring the quarter to an end. And Wardogs are up by 21, but still a tough battle. Still ways to go here in Skiatook. Wardogs have an impressive drive going. Wardogs are going to have first down. We're going to flip the end of the field. Looks like the ball is going to be about the 16-yard line.
We have a young man down for Skiatook, and our coaches have done a great job of getting our kids away from him so their coaches can tend to him.
Coach, looks like a couple times they had Carson dead to right, and he just, you're in the open field, and he just made a miss. That was an impressive run right there by Carson.
I'll call it like
Jinx.
I see it, Coach. Right there, our guy was better than their guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a testament to Carson. So.
All right, so we do have an injured Skiatook Bulldog on the field. Pray that he is all right, and so we're getting ready to head to the fourth quarter. Wardogs up 42-21. One more time, I want to shout out to the Lady Wardogs softball team.
Absolutely.
They have advanced to the Class 4A State Softball Championships State Tournament in Oklahoma City. It will be held this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Hall of Fame Stadium in Oklahoma City. We'll know later this week, early next week, the time and opponent. I know there's still a few regionals being played this afternoon, so they got to get all that together and put it together. So, but congratulations to Coach Strack and her staff and the Wardogs for quite an accomplishment as they have advanced to the fast pitch 4A state tournament.
Only 8 softball teams per class get a chance to go to state, so we're one of the 8 best teams in the state. After Thursday, we hope we're one of the 4 best teams in the state, and after Friday, we hope that we're playing for it all on Saturday.
Right.
So best of luck to Coach Lauren Strack, her staff, and her great student athletes who are really playing good softball.
Definitely so. And I'll remind everybody, next week is fall break across the state of Oklahoma, so schools will not be in session for most places, and we'll be playing next Thursday night at home against Katusha. Here's another couple of scores for the district. Oologah leading Katusha 49-0. And Cushing now up 42-0.
Yeah.
Trying to give you some scores as we scroll through there. Yeah, of course, McCleveland and McLean did not play tonight. McLean received the forfeit, and they received, really, it's officially a 15-0 win for the Scots. I guess the Titans.
Yep.
For the Titans of McLean after the unfortunate situation there last weekend. So back to action here. We're ready to get the fourth quarter underway. Wardogs have first and 10 at the Skiatook 15-yard line.
Yeah, I need to execute here in the next couple of minutes and really punch this in to match that score.
That's going to be
good block, Hunter.
Jinx around the left side. He's still on his feet.
Good block by Eric McKibben.
He's still
Jinx,
alive.
what a run. Great block by Hunter Nichols. Great block out there by number 71, Josiah Barley. And I saw Eric McKibben picking up his guy, too. Just really good stuff out there happening.
Our players were trying to tell the official that he scored, but I think he went down just short of the goal. So quite a run.
Great run.
Jinx was just not going down. He was determined he was going to get there. And you can tell right there his want-to was a little bit more than the guys trying to tackle him.
That's right.
Wardog's going to take over or have now first and goal at the 1.
Looks like he must have went out of bounds there, Coach.
I think they did. The clock did stop. He went out of bounds right about the 1. Wardog's up 42-21. We're just underway in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a touchdown by Jinx.
Yeah, just easy money right there.
And he walks in untouched, and so the Wardogs extend that lead. And
that's Carson Jinks' 5th touchdown tonight.
5th touchdown tonight for Carson Jinks. Wardogs go up now 48-21, and a little bit of an exhale.
Yeah, no, without question. Yeah,
just those of us on wearing the Wardogs tonight.
Yeah, again, great interception. Great interception there by Garrett Walls to take away that extra free possession that we gave them because of the onside kick recovery, and then a great job by the Wardog offense to go down and answer that score to push the lead back to a 3-score game.
All right, 48-21. There's the hold, the snap, the kick, and that's what we want to see right there.
Yeah.
Nice execution there.
Yeah, that's been really clean, Coach, since we've started doing it traditionally.
Yeah, that's going to make it 49-21, so Wardogs now extend that lead back up. And
yeah, that 4-touchdown lead's a big one. Because again, you get to 8. The kind of the golden rule is 8 minutes gives you 3 possessions, and that's with some pretty quick offensive drives and actually probably getting either a quick turnover or an onside kick. So our goal is to have the ball in our possession under 8 minutes with at least a 3-score and cushion, and we should be able to be okay.
Yeah. So we're really putting Skiatook in a position they do not want to be in. They want to come out. They want to run the ball. They have an outstanding running back.
Yes, they do.
And he's had a big night tonight.
Yeah, he's had a really good night.
But they're now, down several scores and going to have to put the ball in the air. And, their deep passing game is not what they want to live on. And early in the game, they had one guy deep, and after that, the Wardog secondaries played really well tonight.
Yeah. Well, again, and going back to the previous offensive possession for them, what started that was a big kickoff return. You remember we had an opportunity to pin him really deep, missed a couple of missed tackles, and he was able to pop one for about 40 yards, which kind of set them up for that offensive series where they scored. So let's get back to some really good execution here by this kick coverage team.
All right, Shane Douthit out to kick off for the Wardogs. There's the kick, and it is going to go down to about the 28-yard line. He's going to go straight ahead, and
nice
he's going to be tackled at the 30, from about the 25 to the 30.
Dominic Humble, and that's Dylan Blundell, number 28.
All right, so good job on the coverage kick, on the kick coverage there by the Wardogs. About a 5-yard return.
You notice I call it kick coverage. I never call it the kickoff team because it's your job is to go cover that stinking thing. I mean, the kickoff's just one element.
Yeah, you're right.
You kick it off, and then what do? You stand there?
Cover.
You got to cover that thing. So,
all right, 1st and 10. Skiatook. Wardogs up 49-21. They're going to run the ball around the left side, and the Wardogs in good position out there. Got a tackle. Still on his feet. Across the 50, down to the 40. Going to finally be forced out. Wardog just got to do a better job tackling. We're in position, and he is a good back, and he's going to make it hard. But Wardog's got a tackle right there.
Yeah, I just need to execute there. Like you said, we had a couple of guys in position, and I know he's a big, strong back, but sometimes you get too caught up in I got to stay low, and you forget to, wrap up and kind of drive through. So, again, another big chunk play that we really don't want to give up.
All right, 1st down and 10. Took same play around the right side.
Yep.
He's going to be swarmed down after about a gain of about
3. We
fumbled.
Fumbled. I think they got it, though.
Ball on the ground. Skiatook looks like they recover. So we're going to just give them picked up a couple, then the ball came back. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
That's the MO for us with number 4 is just gang tackle.
That's right.
Get somebody there, swarm to the ball. He's a big, strong kid that's really had a good day. He's a very impressive young man to watch play football. You can see why he's a recruitable athlete. But, just got a gang tackle here, keep things in front. They're the ones that has the pressure on them, not us. We just can't give up chunk plays.
All right, 10:47 left in the contest. Wardogs up 49-21. Skiatook back. And once again, hit in the backfield, and there is the swarm.
But again, pretty good job there by Reese Satterwhite, who actually beat his guy so fast that he almost overran the play, was able to kind of wrap up there and kind of hold on, and then here comes the cavalry. So pretty good job there. And running back's getting up a little slow here, but I think he's okay. Maybe just a little maybe a little winded.
And probably getting a little tired.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs. 10-19, clock continuing to move in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs up 49-21.
Boy, look at all those blue helmets on the line of scrimmage now. I mean,
across the formation, switching up for Skiatook. They're going to hand it off around the left side.
We overran the edge, Coach.
He's going to cut back.
Yeah, overran the edge there.
He's going to be dragged down from behind all the way down to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not like we're in a bad spot, but we're creating alleys by getting upfield too much on the edge. That's giving him that seam. And it's turned into a one-man show for the Skiatook Bulldogs.
All right, Coach, we've got a penalty on the play, and I think we're going to have some unsportsmanlike conduct, I think maybe against the Wardogs. A little bit too much jawing, and I think we were taunting a little bit. And I could see it kind of happening back here, and eventually, they're going to throw the flag. Coach Gardner is talking to one of the players right now. He's not happy with that result.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it's just not necessary. I mean, you're fortunate to be in a position where you're leading the ball game and they're pressing a little bit, and you're just giving them yardage that they haven't earned. So, definitely a disappointing deal there. Their running back, who's really the one guy that we have had has given us fits, is pretty winded right now. But we give him with this penalty, not only do we give him some free yardage, we also give him a chance to catch his breath there.
So that is going to be marked off against the Wardogs. That's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. And move the ball inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. 9:50 in the contest. Wardogs up 49-21.
We need to make life difficult for them down here.
They're going to hand the ball around the right side. He's going to walk in for the touchdown. All right, Skiatook's not quitting. They're continuing to battle. And that's going to make it 49-27. They'll be trying to get it to a 3-score deficit.
Yeah, and, at times, I think we've really played good defense. But, Coach, the last 2 possessions.
Our intensity has just dropped a little bit.
It's a great way to put it. I mean, it's kind of like we're just trying to hang on. And I don't know if I love that mentality. I want to be the aggressor. I want the gas pushed down to the floor, when you got a lead, and I want to kind of take it from them. So a little bit disappointing, I'm sure, for the staff on the last couple of drives there.
All right, Skiatook on for the extra point. There's the snap to hold the kick. It's up, and it is no good. It is wide left. So that'll keep it 49-27. And, Coach, we know what's coming up right here. You need to get your hands team ready. It's going to be an onside kick. They executed it last time and was able to fall on it.
Yeah, we've got to be able to execute the hands team. Typically after you've shown one type of onside kick, they probably come back to a different type of onside kick. So we just can't set up for exactly what they did. So, the strategy is pretty simple here. We don't need a return. We don't need a hero.
Yeah.
We just need to get the ball, cover it up, protect yourself, and then let's let our offense go out there and do what they've been doing all night, which is moving the chains and being able to run the ball at will.
All right, Wardogs definitely do have their hands team on the field. They'll be ready for an onside kick.
Yeah, so and he is going a different direction. He went to the left the last time for the onside kick, and now he's going to the right. So just need to execute here. And it's okay to let it go past the first level, too. It don't have to be a –
There's the kick.
There we go.
And it's going to be fielded by Walls.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you, good for you, Garrett, to have the wherewithal to try to take off. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm just catching it. I'm falling down and get my offense out there. Coach, how about a 6-minute drive here with a touchdown, and we can go home happy?
Definitely so. 9:38 left in the contest. Wardogs leading here 49-27. Wardogs will take over 1st and 10 in Skiatook territory. Ball is just across the 50 at the Skiatook 49. Like Coach said, we need to take a drive and take some time off that clock, and that's going to make it a good trip home back to the northeast corner. Some scores off of Squirtle has Afton over Hobart, 33-0. Quapaw leading Fairland, 38-21. Give you some more scores in a few minutes. Low snap.
Good block,
up inside
Hunter.
to Jinx, still on his feet.
Yeah, ball security is your friend here, guys.
And he's going to pick up right about 9 on the play. Like I said, what we can't have is a bad snap or any kind of a turnover right now. Nothing to give them any kind of life.
Correct.
Ketchum leads the Wyandotte Bears in the fourth quarter 43-0. Try to give you some of the local scores from the area. Colcord, which is ranked number 6, leads Commerce 35-6.
Isn't it funny how Colcord has those years? They'll be really down, and then all of a sudden they'll pop up they'll have a good 2 or 3 year run, and it looks like they're on one of those ups.
All right, second down and 1 for the Wardogs. 8:56 left in the contest. Hand the ball up inside to Nichols, and he's going to fight forward, still on his feet. Down across the 35, down to the 33.
Right there, the old Skiatook Bulldogs were guilty of the old grab and strip and forget to tackle.
Yes.
And then Hunter took advantage of that, so good job by Hunter Nichols.
Coach, I know the referee crew that my son is on, we're supposed to go to Watts, Oklahoma tonight, and they got switched to Colcord. They were happy to have the Commerce game. He didn't want to drive all the way to Watts tonight.
Good for him, yeah.
So, all right, Wardogs pick up a big first down, and, Coach, we're about to that time you were talking about.
You get underneath 8 minutes with the ball in your possession with a 3-score lead, they're running out of possessions very, very
tough
quick.
on them.
Yep.
Wardogs have ran a time-consuming offense all night long. They have chewed up huge chunks on the ground. Thrown in then with some timely passing as well. Jinx up inside, still on his feet, across the 25, to the 20.
Good cut.
Still on his feet, inside the 10.
Boy.
He's going to go out of bounds about the 4.
He's just really, really been impressive tonight.
Boy, what a nice run right there by Carson Jinx. The Wardogs are going to be facing first and goal.
Coach, what a luxury it is to have the bodies back there that can carry the ball.
Definitely so.
Carson Jinx is – Coach, I mean, even though I know it's not what they want, but he's 28 carries and is approaching 200 yards. Hunter Nichols has had a great night. He's got 19 carries, and he's probably approaching 200 yards. Now you run in there with Chris Kelly that you can feed the ball to. This is just a really nice setup that we've got going.
All right, first and go for the Wardogs. Ball about the 4-yard line.
Chris is going to get the ball here.
He's going to hand the ball up inside. He's going to fight. Touchdown!
Get in there, Chris. Atta baby, Chris Kelly.
All right, touchdown Wardogs. And that's going to push us over the 50 mark.
What's Coach Switzer always say?
Hang a half a hundred
on them, and you're probably going to win.
It's all right. Happy birthday this week to Coach Switzer.
85,
I think. 85.
Wow, just a good-looking 85, too.
All right, Wardogs extend the lead to 55-27.
Chris Kelly's first varsity touchdown.
Right.
Congrats to our sophomore. Typically, you hear his name lighting people up on the defensive side of the football, but wow, what a great young man Chris Kelly is. Great football player. Good to see him get in there and get his first varsity score.
Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. And the last 3 extra points have looked exactly the way you want them out there.
The execution's been great.
Coach, Wardogs over 50-56. When's the last time the Wardogs have scored that many points?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I wish I was that stat guy. By the way, we're setting in joining us in the second half is the legend Jim Ellis up here, Miami Athletics Hall of Famer Jim Ellis, and we got to talk some ball with him. And Jim's usually that guy. If somebody asks me something crazy like, when's the last time the Lady Wardogs went to the state tournament? I'm like, I don't know. I got 2 people I can ask, Jim Ellis and Harley Turner. And something like that. When's the last time Miami scored 56? I just turned around and looked at Jim, and he said, I left my phone in the car. So
it's been a couple of years. Hey, Wardogs got it rolling tonight. And what's really been, which is a pretty good, a good Skiatook team here. They come out, and it's been we've had to work for everything tonight.
Skiatook has won 2 games in a row.
That's right.
They were coming in here with a little momentum. We scratched and clawed our way to a tough win last week with some poor circumstances to end it. And I was really interested how our kids would come out and respond, and boy, have they responded in a great way by really taking over the game early in the first quarter and being able to extend it and build on it. To kind of get close to kind of putting it away here late has been really fun for them to watch.
All right, there's the kickoff. It's going to go back inside the 5. It's going to be bobbled around again. Wardogs circled in, and they're going to tackle him inside the 15.
Good coverage there. Down
to about the 12-yard line. So good kickoff coverage right there by the Wardogs. The Wardogs now up 56-27. 7:46 left in the contest. Wardogs at home next week. Once again, it'll be a Thursday night ball game. Catoosa is in town. Starting to look at how the district starting to shape up a little bit. We're week 3 of district play. Skiatook with the ball around the right side. Once again, gets to the edge.
Boy, Coach, I mean, he's going to go. He's actually going to go score.
He's going to go about 90 yards.
I mean, we just can't put these guys away. I mean, this kid may have 250 yards rushing tonight. And
maybe more.
I mean, Coach, is that an 85-yard touchdown run?
I didn't get the exact starting point right there, Coach, but it's, man.
Yeah,
I think about 85, 88, somewhere in there. And they just handed the ball around their left side, and he got to the sidelines, and he just outran all of us.
Well, and I'll tell you, that's the one disappointing thing. As good as the offense has been, the last 3 defensive drives, Coach, let's just call it hadn't been very good.
Not good.
I mean, we are giving up just huge plays. And it's just not a good recipe that you want to carry into going into another week with a tough district opponent. Going for 2 here.
Skiatook is going for 2.
Jump pass, and looks like they've executed it.
It is good.
So
that's going to make it 56-35. So back to 21.
Yeah, and so we really haven't done anything. We haven't separated ourselves yet. Again, boy, Coach, we're just doing we're checking the boxes that they can't check to stay in it. We've allowed them to check. So the quick possession, the quick score. Now we're right back to where we started. We have to recover another onside kick and respond again.
And I look down here on the sidelines as our defense was out there, and we've got some of the younger quarterbacks being warmed up. I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
No, I don't think you can now either.
Up 28, with you get a stop, you can probably put one of your next few quarterbacks in and let them hand the ball off and run a little bit. But you're not now. It's back to 21 points. 21 points can disappear in a hurry. So once again, here comes the onside kick by Skiatook, and kudos to Skiatook. They're not laying down and quitting. Their coaches have their kids competing and they're fighting, and they're not going to give in.
Well, again, Coach, what's been disappointing though is it's really one guy. I mean, there's no nothing to draw up or no. It's one guy that's we've allowed to really have success. Oh my gosh, they got it again.
And there's the onside kick. Skiatook says they have it, and they do. 7:21. Skiatook will not go away.
Yeah, and again, I mean, what you're going to take from this game is we've got some stuff to work on. Obviously, we have not executed the hands team well at all.
Nope.
We are 1 for 3 on the execution of hands team, and again, just giving up just huge plays in this late in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. And Coach, I can tell you what's coming right here. This is a stretch play right at us.
Yep, and here it is around this side.
And there's the cutback, and there's nobody there, so we just got to be careful. I feel like sometimes what we can do defensively when you're kind of getting wore out by the same guy, same plays, you try to overextend your defense to stop that play, and that leaves the backside cut wide open.
Yes,
what I'm saying? So, again, we're just getting one or two guys that are kind of getting turned in on that play, and it's giving him the edge. But right there, I was a little worried about the cutback.
All right, they're going to pick up 4 on the play. 6:46, clock is running. So they're going to bring up second down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Ball is in Wardog territory at the 42. You just wonder, do they have enough time to score that many points on the ground? They're continuing to run the ball. They're on the left side or the right side. He's hit harder. We're going to have a penalty from behind.
I don't know if it's a block in the back or a hold, but
it's going to be, I almost would guarantee, an offensive penalty from that point of view.
From that position, yeah.
Yes.
Because that guy can't see anything that the defense is doing at that point. So.
Yep. Let's see what they're going to mark off here. Signal. It's going to go against Skiatook. It's going to be a hold. So that's going to back up the Bulldogs a little bit. 6:25 left. Bulldogs up 56-35, but this is a Skiatook team that will not quit. They're continuing to battle. And the last few times have scored rather quick touchdowns.
Really quickly, yeah. And nothing real dramatic or flashy, just run game.
The last possession was an 85-yard one run. All right, second down, and let's call it 15 for the Bulldogs. 6:19 left in the contest. Clock is moving. Skiatook dropping back for a pass. It's going to be lobbed up.
Oh, that's offensive pass interference. He literally just pushed our guy down.
It's got to be.
I mean, wow.
No flags on the play, but, boy, you can see him right there extend his arms out.
Coach, I mean, that one was worse than the one earlier in the game. That's just, I mean, wow. Wow.
No flag on that one right there.
I get a little passionate about these corners, man.
That's right.
A long-time DB coach, and that is just about as blatant as you can get, and he's looking right at it, and just to keep the flag in the pocket there, I just don't understand it.
All right, let's call it third down and 15 for a Skiatook team that will not go away.
Here's the stretch play.
And we're going to have a penalty on the play. I think we're going to have illegal procedure, illegal formation possibly.
Coach, if that's the case, I think they would have stopped the play. Maybe an illegal formation, maybe.
It just came out awful early in the play.
And to let the play develop was something, too. Coach, if this is on them, I'm not so sure we decline this
and
get them to 4.
Coach Gardner is saying let's decline this one. Let's see what they're going to say right here.
We have an illegal formation. We're going to decline that and go to fourth down.
Yeah, that's going to bring up fourth down and 15. Skiatook will definitely go for it. 5:41 left in the contest.
And again, Coach, you would think that if we, your head here says, okay, I just got to defend the pass. Well, I don't put them past them just handing it the floor and taking their chance with their guy.
That's been their success tonight. Running the sweet plays. All right, here we go. Fourth down and 15. Skiatook's got to get the ball to about the Wardog 35.
Need a big push here up front.
And they're going to run it.
There it is. There's the stretch play.
Good
job.
All right, Wardog.
Maybe the best we've played it all night.
All right, good job right there. That is Julio Valenzuela and 22.
Chris Kelly
in the stop in the backfield. Wardog offense will take over.
Yeah, maybe the best we've played it all night.
Definitely so.
At the right time.
Well, Coach Davis, you made a good call right there. They're, fourth and 15. They're more comfortable handing it to that guy than they are throwing it.
Yeah, we've done a really good job, number one, defending the pass all night long.
Yes.
So I don't think they were confident that their wide receivers could stretch the field against us. That was one of the reasons why I'm thinking give. And Coach, he went 85 yards on that play, and he needed 15. So, but either way, we knew that was coming probably too. Great execution, and let's finish the game out here.
All right, Sam Littleton, the quarterback for the Wardogs. They're going to fake the ball, and he's going to go around the right side. He's going to fight forward, across the 45, down to the 44-yard line. So pick up about 2 or 3 for Lillard on the play.
Sophomore quarterback.
So a couple of substitutions in for the Wardogs in the backfield. And for the running back, number 40, that is Donnie Garfield.
Yeah, Donnie Garfield.
In as the back. Sam Lillard in to quarterback the Wardogs. Getting ready to move under 5 minutes. Wardogs up 56-35. What's been a tough contest all night long.
Yeah, Coach, a couple times we've looked at each other and had that look on our face like, okay, we've got them. And then we just gave up the big old plays. They just didn't quit playing.
They just refused to go away. They're going to hand the ball up inside. That's Garfield down to inside the 40, down to about the 39. It's going to bring up third down and about 4 for the Wardogs. Wardogs going to take their time. I'm sure try to use all the play clock as we can. 4:29 left in the contest. Wardogs on their way to going to 4-2 on the season, and more importantly, 2-1 in the district.
That's the big number.
All right, Wardogs to the line. Lillard as the quarterback. Garfield as a running back.
See if our young skill peoples can pick up a first
down. That's
going
to be
good
nice
block, Donick.
Oh, good job by Lillard. They're going to pick up a first down.
Boy, Coach, the execution there by the young skill guys back there was fantastic. Great lead block by Donick Garfield. Good tough run by number 4, Sam Lillard, for the first down.
Definitely so. And Wardogs pick up a first down, and the clock continues to move.
And Coach, I'm sorry to apologize there for that interruption, but they still have most of their starters on the defense end. So it's not like we're doing this. This isn't backup against backup. This is a lot of the ones for Skiatook still out there.
All right, that's going to take us under 4 minutes. Wardogs have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Skiatook 34-yard line. Lillard in to quarterback. Garfield at running back. They hand the ball up inside.
Good cut, Donick.
He's to the 35, to the 20.
Hit it.
He could go.
Hit it, Donick.
He's going to be caught from behind down about the 12-yard line.
Good run, bud.
So some young guys showing some promise here for the War Dogs.
Good burst for the young freshman right there. Good read, good blocking up front. Nice.
3:25. Clock continuing to move. War Dogs can still pick up a first down. Ball is at the Skiatook 12-yard line.
Skiatook does have a couple of timeouts here, Coach, but it looks like they've kind of – I think they've somewhat raised the white flag at this point, and I think that fourth down stop, looking at the clock, they kind of felt kind of like what I've been talking about with that under 8 minutes and 3 possessions. It's just not enough time to make it up.
Didn't think the War Dogs – Lillard around the right side.
Get in there, Sam.
He's going to get close. He's going to go out about the 2.
Give him a first down there, Coach, first and goal.
It's going to be close. I didn't think we were going to get the play off, and, boy, he did, and he almost got to the corner.
Good little moxie and football IQ by Sam to bring that play clock, like you said, all the way down, knowing the situation. And I think we got first and goal here, Coach.
It is first and goal. The ball is just at the 2-yard line, I believe. So War Dogs knocking on the door again.
And here's the thing, Coach. I mean, I know people's like, you probably got it won. What are we doing? Hey, these are young skill players that are the future of Miami football that we may need to depend on sooner than later. They're going to go in there and play hard, and they're going to try to score.
That's right. Going to bring up first and goal. It's going to go to Lillard, and he's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be taken down. Really, let's call it no gain.
Yeah. And, Coach, no one's upset about that on our side. The clock's running. We still got, a couple of downs here to score. We can't take a knee because we can't run the clock out.
Yep.
So, this is a tough position to be in if you're Coach Gardner because, again, we're not trying to run the score up by any means here. But, again, you got some young players, some young backups in there, and, those kids don't get an opportunity to play as much, so they're going to want to go score. They're going to go play hard.
All right, Lillard's going to take the ball. He's going to run the right side. He will score. Nope, he's going to be hit, and he's going to be denied. I thought he was going to get to the corner, but they end up turning him back. He's going to be brought down about the 3-yard line.
Coach, this is a really good win. Again, we've talked about it. We've had a couple of guys that are out that we were able to hold out, and for us to still come in here and really, again, there were times we felt like that, we really should have separated this game pretty early in the second half. But, when you look at the stats, we've dominated the football game.
Yep.
They've had one. Now, they're going to have one guy whose stats are going to be impressive.
Yeah.
But as far as what their passing yards are going to be and total yardage, stuff like that, we've really – look here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a throw, and that's going to be incomplete. That was an attempt to Kyler Walker. So that's going to bring up fourth down for the War Dogs. Ball's going to be at the 3-yard line. 1:22 left in the contest. War Dogs, like we said, will go to 4-2, and more importantly, 2-1 in the district. War Dogs will be at home next week, and we'll play on Thursday night. Catoosa Indians will come in and take on the War Dogs. Catoosa will come in winless on the season.
Yeah, obviously I know they're probably going to lose. Is that final? That 4A?
Yeah, I'll see if I find the final here.
Uwaga's starting to stack some wins, Coach. Uwaga's always tough.
And War Dogs, here we go, pacing fourth down. Lillard's going to take the ball. He's going to throw it up.
Got him.
And he's going to throw it incomplete. So, all right, War Dogs going to be turned away at the goal line, and so they're going to come up short. There's going to be 1:17 left in the contest. Skiatook will take over deep in their own territory. Like I said, Catoosa will probably come in next week winless. It's a game that the War Dogs have to be ready to play.
Yeah,
play at home, and it's hard to play on fall break week.
Oh man, it's tough.
You don't have school; the kids are not in their regular, schedule. It's a difficult week for everyone to get prepared and to keep that focus. All right, 1:16 left in the contest.
Oh, Coach, we're giving up another big – I know we got some backups in, but –
he's going to take it from the 3 out to about the 23, so pick up about 20 on the play.
You'd still like to see just really good execution because I'll tell you a couple things that we're going to have to really coach up coming into next week is, number one, hands team.
Yep.
Number two, defensively, we've been gashed a little bit in this fourth quarter, and that's some stuff that we're going to have to really watch film and really coach some kids up on, some body position and knowing the edge, what they're trying to do. Pretty good job there. That's a good job by the inside backer coming downhill on that stretch play. But, again, we're being a little bit overcritical right now, but that's what coaching is. You turn around like, look, we got a huge win, huge district win, the full 15-point. We're in a good position here. We've stacked a couple here together. We feel like we've got a couple coming up that we can have a chance to compete in and win. So you got to coach these things up. You got to take the good with the bad, and not everything was just perfect tonight, Coach. We got some stuff to get better at.
But the positive thing is we're going to walk out of here with a big win.
You never apologize for winning.
That's right. We're going to walk out of here with a big win tonight, and the Wardogs will go to 2-1 in the district, 4-2 overall. They will host Hot Catoosa next Thursday night. Once again, don't forget Lady Wardog softball.
Yeah, huge.
Oklahoma State softball tournament will start Thursday at some time. Wardogs are in the Elite Eight, so we'll get information out on social media, what time they play, who their opponents will be, and so the Wardogs will be playing also next Thursday night at Catoosa. So, Coach, that one's in the books. A good win for the Wardogs.
Yeah, good win.
A lot of positives, always before, and maybe at times we're a little critical with the old coaches here. A lot of things still to work on.
Yeah.
We've not fully arrived yet, but we're taking a big step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So,
a couple shout out to Carson Jinks, Hunter Nichols. Both had huge nights. Really had some good stuff. Our guys up front really played well. I can't wait to see the team rushing totals on this night. But, boy, I tell you, number 6 and number 7, boy, they picked up the slack tonight. And they were both very, very impressive. This is back-to-back weeks that Carson Jinks has been, a warrior for us. Yep. So just great win. Great win.
All right. Once again, thanks to everyone who puts the broadcast together, for David Frazier, for all of our student team on the production end, for Coach Davis, Coach Paxson. We're going to sign this one off, and we'll see everybody next Thursday night at home against Catoosa.